Hello everyone, my name is Putty. Welcome back for another edition of Dunes of Utapau. I am joined, as always, by Charles Smith, Marshall Peterson, and Corey. I actually don't know your last name yet, so I can't just
it's in the house.
Look, I'm just happy I got an introduction this episode. The last episode, no introduction.
Didn't get an introduction because that would have been a spoiler.
And his last
You
name
did-
is in the
you-
house.
Okay. Yes, that's my last name.
I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna remember what Corey's last name from that show was, and then I'll
I think it
call
was
you that
Baxter.
next week.
I think might have been Baxter. I don't know why I think it's Baxter.
Because it was a spin-off from That's a Raven, right?
Yeah, wasn't it
Yeah.
Raven Baxter?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Anyway,
How is everyone doing this week?
Pretty good.
Good.
I'm doing pretty well. I've been on like alert watch because there's a fucking huge snowstorm that is like, man, it's really shut down the
It
Midwest.
apparently killed Chris.
It might have killed Chris. It might have.
Yep.
But it didn't kill me because our house has a good roof, so we're fine so far.
I'm very pleased that we gave Chris the Corellian flu because it's a very convenient write-off device.
It is super.
Yep.
It's started back up again. Now he's he's vomiting again.
No, he's not vomiting. He's just unconscious, and you can't wake him up. As you're all flying, of course, to Quarzite today, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
but
let's
that
turn
was
around
fun.
and go to a different planet.
So you guys arrive on the space station above Quarzite. You can't actually land on the surface of Quarzite, and there's a series of turbo lifts from the space station that'll get you down into the crystalline caverns. But while you're up here, there is an opportunity, because there's a giant kind of international marketplace here, to sell and buy any goods you'd like to.
Oh man, that'd be great if I had more than 150 credits.
But you can sell some stuff. You stole a bunch of guns last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could get credits for that.
I
That is a thing.
Let's
probably
let's
technically
find a black market dealer who's not going to trace these guns' origins back to the Republic.
Okay, do you want to try and do that?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll to see if I can find a black market dealer.
How many guns
that
do we have?
is-
It's going to be a hard streetwise check.
yeah.
We could sell. We could capture Chris's illness, Merkava's illness, and sell it to people who want to use it as a virus weapon. As a
It sounds like the
biological
plan we had to get rid of George Banks's hat. That didn't work out so well.
Yeah, that really didn't work out so well.
Oh. Just
Okay, so you
Advantage.
find a dealer who seems more than happy to deal with your guns. You think it's probably a black market dealer.
I say
weapon. Oh no.
Greetings. Are you perhaps in the weapons industry?
The Belusian is fiddling with some things on a shelf, and he notices you and says, "Ah, yes, I sell all types of guns. What are you after?"
I'm not after a specific gun. I'm looking to sell.
Oh, well, let's see what you got.
I put the slug thrower that. Did you guys perhaps give me your guys' slug throwers to sell?
Yeah,
or were you?
I'm gonna give mine in as well.
Okay.
I'm really not gonna need it.
We're looking to sell these slug throwers.
Okay, so you've got 3 revolvers?
No,
and a
1
assault
revolver and 3 assaults.
Oh, okay, right. So yeah, he looks at them for a second and says, slug throwers. Don't see many of these around. I hear there's a shipment of these that's gone missing recently. I'm a little hesitant with these.
Well, we were just on Abednedo, and turns out that these are quite common in the market over there.
That makes sense. So you bought them over there, did you?
Yes.
He writes a few.
You could say that.
He writes a few things down in his notepad and starts like fiddling with the guns to try and figure out what they're all about. And he says, "How about 1,000 credits for the lot?"
Is there a way I can check to see if that's a good deal?
You can check the value, which I think you have.
Yeah, I know the carbines are 250 each.
That's a solid deal.
Yeah, solid deal. I say, all right, I'll take it.
Okay, he hands over 1,000 credits and starts putting the guns away in a box and fiddling with a computer in the back.
I look at you guys and say, split the credits among you.
Oh, I'm here.
Two.
Oh, okay.
Who's getting the extra credit? 334 for somebody.
We fight to the death to decide.
I stole the guns. I get
Get the extra credit. Fine. What? How much was it? 333?
There's 1,000 credits.
I mean, this would be easier if everyone was here. We wouldn't have to do this bullshit math.
Does anybody else want to buy or sell anything? Or
I do want to pick up one thing.
okay. What do you want to?
I'm gonna try and find an energy dispersal system for my armor.
Okay, is that in Force and Destiny?
Force and Destiny, yeah.
Let me just see where it is so I can just work out what you need to roll for it. Okay, just finding it, just reading it. Okay, so it's going to be an easy negotiation check. Is it? I think it's negotiation to find it.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, so you come across a kind of a little hollowed out unit of sorts with a Belusian who is working on a number of armor pieces, and you think if you're going to find anything to modify armor, it's going to be here. He seems to be tinkering a lot with Republic-style armor, Mandalorian-style armor, stuff like that.
Hello there.
Oh, he pops his head out. Is there anything I can do for you today? The finest armor in all the land.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a small attachment to my armor. Just some energy dispersal system.
An energy dispersal system. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the concept. You'll have to explain.
Pretty much an idea of protecting me against stunning attacks from blasters and stuff like that.
You want something to protect you against stunning attacks.
Such a meta terminology.
Yeah, shut up, Marshall.
Might as well be asking him you want to be protected from tasers.
Pretty much. I'm just looking to... I don't know how to word this. Yeah, just
He points. He puts his finger up and says, "I think I have just the thing for you." And he goes to the back and grabs 2 plates of metal and says, "These will make you impervious to being stunned by any means."
They seem to be... Can I sort of have a look at them to see?
Sure, he hands them over. They're basically, you don't recognize the metal, but they're solid sheets of metal that seem to fit underneath armor.
Yeah, sure. How much are they?
1,500 credits each, so 3,000 for the pair. Unless you only want one of your sides to be protected.
I look at them and go, well, they seem alright. I'll take them.
Okay, you hand over 3,000 credits. You want to... so the statistics of these plates that you've bought, they take up 1 hard point, and when equipped to an armor, you are completely immune to the concussive weapon effect.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Putty, is it possible that I can basically just do some window shopping, see if I see anything interesting?
Sure. So it's a very colorful marketplace. You can tell that there are a lot of different kinds of things around from around the sector. Lots of different kinds of food. Lots of different kinds of smells from that food. In fact, the majority of the stalls probably are food. So that fills the area with a lot of smells: fish, meats, vegetables, stuff that you don't really recognize a lot of the time. But of course, as you've been finding, there are some off the map kind of little hovels where a few weapons dealers and armor dealers, they don't seem to be like hiding from anyone, but they don't like to be in the middle of the marketplace or anything like that. So there are some maybe antiques dealers that you could find some interesting stuff in if you wanted to.
Okay. Actually, I think I'm probably going to go to one of the food stalls to see if there's anything nice and delicious to eat.
Okay, like I said, there's like a variety of meat, fish, and vegetables. Is there anything out of those three that catches your aim in particular?
As a Trandoshan, I feel like I'd probably be pretty big into fish.
Okay, so you head over to a stall that's cooking up some really big fish. You haven't actually seen fish this size before, and they're chopping strips of it off, almost like a kebab, and putting it on a plate. And he says, "Oh, hello! Can I interest you in some of our fish strips?"
Sless says, yes, I would like to try one or two.
Yeah, like strips off a plate for you and says, "That'll be 3 credits."
Alright, I pay him 3 credits and I enjoy my delicious fish kebab.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's strips of meat. Right? It's strips of fish, so it's probably not kebab in the way that the Americans think of kebab.
Okay.
There's a kebab and there's a kebab.
Yeah. So
Alright.
it's very juicy. It's very succulent. It's very tasty. Probably not the best you've ever tasted, but it's unique.
Alright. I probably savored the taste before I head off to the planet.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to do? I know, Sorry, you're carrying a few valuables. Anything you want to help with?
All members of my collection. I'm not sure. I mean, no doubt the Jewel of Antar is worth a king's ransom, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to part with it. It's so shiny.
It is very shiny.
Oh, it's the shiniest thing I have. And you don't just the shiny things
probably,
just don't grow in trees.
Probably not as shiny as your lightsaber blade. At a guess.
That makes sense. God damn it! I throw it out. It's worthless. I'm just
okay.
kidding.
You see a Belusian or like come out from behind the trash can, pick it up, and then run back behind the trash can.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'd be interested in anything. In fact, I probably stayed on the ship.
Okay. Well, you have to go to the turbo lift sometime.
Wait, what?
You're getting down to the planet via turbo lift. You can't land on it.
Oh, okay. I guess I went down then. That's fine.
Okay. So is everyone ready to go down to the planet?
Yes.
Yep, I'm ready.
It takes you about an hour to descend, and it's a very I don't know how many of you have used a turbo lift from a space station to a planet before in character, but it's a very if you have never done it before, it's probably a very harrowing experience. It's very odd to be dropped down onto a planet through the depths of space. You eventually, after a few, maybe probably about 45 minutes, everything around you goes dark as you realize you're in the lower layers of the planet, and then finally a purple glow begins to illuminate the lift and things around you as you notice that you're in kind of a staging area for the bottom of the lift. You notice a few paths winding out into the crystalline caverns, and there's an individual who seems ready to guide anybody who has questions.
What does this individual look like?
He's a Belusian, kind of an old, frail Belusian with a walking stick.
Oh. I guess I'll approach him and say, excuse me. I
Yes, hello.
have some questions in regards to a recent missing shipment that the Republic lost and believe to have been last seen here. Do you perhaps know anyone that would be able to assist me?
Roll an average streetwise check to see how like carefully you're approaching this topic, because it might be a bit sensitive.
Success.
Success. Okay, he says, "Oh well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but I can tell you that the most of the shipping activity here on Quarzite goes down in Vicho. It's it's probably the only place where the civilization of this planet gathers. And he points down like a shaft. It's a little far down that way, but the road's been a bit dangerous lately. Caravans haven't seemed to be getting through, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to make it."
I say, thank you. I'll trust in my ability to survive the worst of attacks.
Well, if you can figure out what's happening to the caravans and stop it, then I'm sure the Atlas family would be happy to compensate you.
I say, I'll take that into consideration. Yeah, that's it. I turn to the rest of the group and say, if any of you would like, you can accompany me.
I see no reason why not.
I go along.
Okay, so you guys begin weaving your way through these like crystalline caverns, and there are purple. It's mainly just rock formations with purple, glowing crystals lining the walls, roofs, and a few on the floor that give the cavern its like dim light. You already notice as you begin to walk in that there are a number of winding paths. Although with the one that you're on, you can tell that there's clearly a road heading somewhere, and it doesn't take long before you see a wrecked caravan up ahead.
Oh. No survivors?
You don't see any from where you're standing.
Well, I guess it's a good time to investigate. I get closer to it. Probably a little cautious, looking around to see if there's an ambush waiting.
What does the surface look like? I mean, what's the scenery look like?
So it seems very similar to the rest of the cavern around the caravan. So it's just rock formations with various crystals. However, why don't you all make a perception check? Or yeah, there's a perception.
There is.
It's against
average.
What? Against your mom.
Whoa!
I know. Too far. Boom.
So you're all looking at this kind of like clearly it was a caravan crate that kind of moved by itself, and it was just accompanied probably by a few guards and a caravaneer, and none of them seem to be anywhere near the wreckage. However, you all notice, you all notice that a few of the crystals near the caravan are missing. There are a few indents in the wall where crystals would usually be if you're used to the pattern by now, and there are no crystals at all. There also seem to be, and I'll say that Cedric is the only one who notices this. There seems to be a sort of purplish dust scattered in the caravan area.
Hey guys, have a look at this. This doesn't seem right. Like this dust.
I start looking at the crystals closer up, inspecting them.
You notice that they're emitting a sort of warmth.
Are you planning on adding them to your collection,
Maybe.
Marshall?
You know that with a lightsaber you could very easily cut a chunk off.
Worried for Marshall and his addiction.
I wonder though. Do I know anything about this planet and its caves?
How would you?
Study at the temple, that's about it.
Why don't you roll a hard Core Worlds knowledge check? I'm pretty sure we're still in the outer rim. Or inner rim, sorry.
Fail.
No, you don't know anything about these caves. However, you have seen pictures in books, and they were very pretty.
Oh no.
I cut off a crystal.
Oh, okay. Why don't you make a lightsaber melee attack? Melee attack. How much damage do you do?
I do 9,000 damage. Just kidding.
Holy shit.
I do 12 damage.
Okay, 1 second. Right. So you cut off a small chunk of the crystal, and after a few seconds, you feel the warmth kind of fade from it, and the crystal stops glowing. It just feels like black in your hand. And you also begin to hear a rumbling from the crystal you cut a chunk off of from, like a low.
Oh boy.
Do you really have to take that crystal, Kasari?
Well, I mean, it's too late. I cut it off now. I mean, might as well.
I mean, it's not very pretty anymore. Like I said, the glow is gone. It's no longer purple. It's just a black piece of rock in your hands now.
Not even like an obsidian color pretty.
Not really. It's just rock.
Oh. The purplish powder crystal thing or whatever that Charles was calling us over to, I probably went over. Do I think it looks strange?
Oh, well, sure, yeah. I mean, it doesn't look like something the caravan would have brought or naturally caused, like in just a general geological way. It's weird. There's crystal powder and dust everywhere.
Man, I say, right, it does look strange. Are any of you perhaps experts on crystals?
Nope.
Have I picked up knowledge of crystals with my obsession?
You certainly know how to find pretty ones.
Okay.
So at this point, the rumbling, Marshall, from that crystal begins to get louder.
Kasari, what did
guys,
you do?
I think there might be an issue over here.
What is it?
The cave is angry at me.
The cave is angry at you?
That's the best way I can describe it. It's rumbling. It's not happy.
So at this point, the crystal that was embedded in the wall rolls out of the wall and sprouts 2 crystalline legs and 2 crystalline arms, and you notice that the crystal that you cut a piece off of was actually the husk of a creature.
Oh no!
I drop it.
I mean, still wounded and still ready to hit you.
What?
He's reeling up a punch with one of those crystalline
Oh,
arms.
no doubt. I dropped it because I thought it was gross.
Oh.
I didn't think that would appease it.
Okay. Yeah, you were just like, it's a ritual. The cave's angry at me.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, everyone roll initiative. I think you're not prepared.
I
Those
doubt it.
vigilance.
Yes, it is vigilance.
Wow, that's really good for me.
What did you roll? I'm not.
3 success.
Ooh.
Well, I got the best initiative out of literally all of us.
Look at you. B.D. Cedric Carlmain, as you're known.
Yeah, clearly.
Alright, it's a player turn. He's clearly very slow while he reels up this punch towards Kasari.
He's making sure he's gonna get in a good hit.
Good hit.
I'm in
good
slow
hit.
motion, reeling back. Like, whoa.
So, is anyone else going to go, or am I just going to jump in?
Well, I mean, I can go. I don't care.
You're all so
I don't-
excited to go.
I gain an advantage as long as he has an act. I gain a bonus die as long as he doesn't act. And
it's
since
Jackson.
everyone, since everyone's going before he acts, it doesn't really matter to me.
So, I'll take this turn then.
Okay.
So, how far away am I from it?
Medium range.
Medium.
Short. Let's say short range.
Sure.
Short range for you and Sless and Kasari's engaged.
So I am going to run up to it as my movement, and
Definitely fear. So what's the fear check?
the fear check is hard.
He fails. Takes 1 stress, and also is going to have setback on everything.
Yep. Because I am a frightening person, and then I am going
Well, you notice as you engage that he stops reeling out the punch and starts like looking at you auspiciously and trying to like put Kasari in between you and him.
I shake my head at it and then go for a lightsaber attack at him with purple rain.
Purple rain. So he has 1 melee defense and adversary 2. So it is going to be adversary 1. So it's going to be a challenge and a difficulty.
Key.
Also, I will remember to loop the song one day.
One day.
One day.
I'm not engaged with multiple opponents, so I don't get my bonus there.
Unless you're going to betray Kasari, in which case you are engaged with multiple opponents.
What the fuck?
Nope.
Why would you even suggest that?
Just that
And he has 1 defense, right?
Engagement. Yeah, it's 1 defense.
Yeah, you got the right one.
All the dice.
All the frickin' dice. So that is 13 damage.
Okay.
Should I just try and crit the frick out of it?
That sounds like a you decision, my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna crit it using all my advantage. So that's a plus 70 crit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I've got 1 vicious, so yeah, that's plus 7. 60.
Okay.
Because it's because I've got to use 1 to enable the crit.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Roll it. Ooh.
Oh no.
Jeez. So you slash violently into the crystalline core of this beast, and you feel it start to crack under your lightsaber as you slash through it, and it cracks into a bunch of different bits, and you can clearly see this is draining him. However, you notice that 4 crystalline fragments drop off of him and begin to spawn into little versions of him.
Oh, God!
Uh-oh. This might be bad, guys.
In it next for me, just. Play your turn.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, so you're now surrounded by 1 giant crystalline husk monster and 4 mini versions of him.
Excellent. I will attack the monster while also using what's it called? Gotta remember what it's called. Haven't used it much. While using force power, ebb, and flow.
Okay, remind me how that works again.
So I can use it with an attack. In fact, that's the way you use it. And basically, I roll force die with the attack, and for every I can basically use it to inflict strain upon anyone who's engaged with me.
And are you attacking with the Grillwood Saber or the Haste Saber?
The haste.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. I can also use it to heal myself, but I will be using it to deal strain.
Oh, you vindictive bastard, you.
Well, I'm hoping that if these spiders just have one wound threshold, this will knock them all out. I think that'd be really awesome, but we'll find out.
You're inflicting it on you can inflict it on anyone.
You inflict it on everyone who's engaged with you, including Charles.
Oh.
But it's 1 point. I think he can take it.
What? Does that go through soak?
It's strain, yeah. It goes through soak.
It goes through. Yeah.
Sorry, strain wouldn't usually if it was like done by a stun or something, but this is mental strain. I mean, it's from the force. It goes.
Oh yeah.
Soak is meaningless.
Yep.
Your soak is meaningless.
But he has brain soak.
I don't think that's a real thing, Putty.
Have you seen the size of this man? Charles is on all the steroids. Okay, so once again, Marsley has 1 defense and 1 adversary, so it's 1 difficulty, 1 challenge, and 1 setback.
Oh man, that's a lot. So much stuff to roll. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
My.
Oh my.
So
how much?
Ooh.
I am going to deal.
The fuck are you guys rolling so much dice?
Because they're Jedi.
So I deal 10 damage, 10 wounds, if he unless he has more than 10 soak, in which case, you can figure that out. And then
Wow, thanks.
What?
I have to do all the math.
I don't know what a soak is. I would do it if I did, buddy.
It's 53.
Oh no. Okay. And then I'm going to spend the 2 light side points. Actually, I totally forgot. I get a free light side point because of my empty soul. So I'm gonna deal 3. Sorry, Charles. I'm gonna deal 3 strain to everyone who's engaged with me.
Right. Okay. And that's all your side of the damage calc then.
The only thing I have left is to figure out what I'm gonna do with the advantage. But that's all
If
the
you're not
damage.
critting with it, we can do that later.
Ooh, should I crit with it, guys?
It's got a +1 crit already on it. It's got a crit already on it, so you'll have +10 to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, sure, why not? You've convinced me, Putty. I'm gonna crit.
Okay.
You want me to do that now?
Yes.
Okay. I forget, how do you just roll a die and... Oh, no, you can just do crit. Okay, crit.
Yeah,
Plus,
Chris.
And then +10? Cool.
Have you got vicious or not?
Oh!
Okay. Whoa! Why don't you roll that D100 for me?
Nice.
You're going to be able to inflict the same injury that somebody inflicted on you recently. 48 is brawn.
Brawn. No, agility.
Oh yes, you are correct. Agility. So you go slashing
Reading is
in.
fun.
Yes, I mean I don't like to engage in it, but you nerds can. So you go slashing in, emanating.
Wait.
Emanating.
I missed what Toe said. What is it that nerds do?
Reading. I said reading is fun.
Like, no, but you nerds. Okay. That's great.
So you emanate this horrific force. Well, what is like? Describe to me what you're doing with force power, Evan. Well,
so
like,
basically,
how does it feel for the people?
The idea is, I reach down and here's how I think of it, because it requires me to burn strain, basically to take strain to deal strain damage to others. So I feel that it's almost like I empty a little part of myself. Not a permanent part of myself, but a little temporary part of myself, and that creates like a vacuum in the force that is filled in by these other people's life energies. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I think.
I feel it. Okay, so yeah, you go slashing in, and Charles, you can feel this kind of vacuum of force energy surrounding Kasari. It's very strange, kind of scary experience if you're weak of will to see her doing this as she begins to slash at this giant crystalline monsters. You can tell that the little ones are like straining and hurting, and that they're not happy right now, and they're kind of momentarily stunned by this effect. Meanwhile, the cracks in the giant, like Kasari, you cut off parts of this beast. You cut off the legs and the arms, and you notice that the inner core that was cracked from Charles's attack just completely shatters as the beast falls to the ground in a pile of powder and dust, dead.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another kill for the Kasarsar.
The Czar of Kasari.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no.
forget. Despair. But while you're slashing and creating this vacuum,
my
you kind
leg
of
off.
you lose yourself for a moment, and your final swing is just too wide, and you hit Cedric.
Oh,
dealing 10
no.
points of damage, and that goes through 10 points of strength.
Oh, your soak has been useless twice against me.
How much were you dealing?
10 wounds. You
Okay, I'm still
he could
fine.
probably parry it, couldn't he?
Yeah, can I parry it off?
I'm gonna say because you were so engrossed by the vacuum effect Kasari is creating, because it was so quick and you weren't expecting it at all.
I'm
that you were,
so fucking good, man. I don't even know. I'm basically a master. It's over.
You don't have more than 10 soak, right?
No, not right now.
Just so I know how much damage it did. What was your wound threshold?
My wound threshold's 18, and that took 10 damage.
So yeah, no, it's a really bad blow. It glances you kind of on the left side of your stomach, and there's a little gash, but mostly just cuts through your new armor plates.
Oh no, I'm not wearing my armor plates right now.
Okay.
I don't have them on yet. Partially because I don't have the hard points.
Well, it cuts through your backpack.
Ah, my fucking backpack!
Oh, that's rough.
This doesn't do any damage to them. It's just.
Whew.
Oh, I thought his
It's not the
backpack
end
was
of
gonna
your-
spill open.
No. I mean, there's a gash in it. You probably have to repair it, but it's not too bad. Arshel, if that's your turn, can you in it next for me?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that that's a thing. It's been a while.
Yeah. All right, it's you, To. There's no other
So
way
now
to go about it.
there's a little army of tiny crystalline monsters.
Yeah, there's 4 little crystalline husks surrounding your newfound allies.
Alright, I think that's a little extreme, but
What, they're calling them your
Ally.
allies? Okay, your newfound acquaintances.
indeed. they, they want me to take them on a suicide run, come on.
It's like the start of like a movie.
I guess I'll shoot at them with my ranged my assault rifle or whatever it's called.
Okay, they have 1 range defense. It's going to be 1 setback, and you're at short range, so it'll just be 1 difficulty.
Okay. What's the bonus die? It's 1 blue?
1 B boost.
Cool. I hit it.
How much damage did you do?
I do 10 damage.
Nice.
And I think I'll just recover 2 strain with those advantages.
Okay. So clearly, with your quick accuracy and your ability to take people off guard if they haven't acted yet, you're able to get a perfect shot in on this group of these group of crystalline husks, and 3 quick pop, 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 and 3 of them fall down dead, shot from your blast. But one of them still.
Apparently, it's also very cathartic for me, considering I recovered strain.
There is 1 crystalline husk, little tiny baby, who still stands, and still stands against the onslaught of his peers and father. And he is going to finish his father's. Can you write in it next for me, to progress the turn order?
No.
So he's gonna finish his father's job, and he's gonna punch Kasari in the face.
Oh dear.
Sorry, what's your melee defense?
0.
Ooh. It's gonna deal
my.
10 damage to you.
That's 5
But you-
wounds.
Okay. So it punches you in the face. And when you feel one of your teeth get a little loose.
Oh no!
It's clearly
That's the
good
worst feeling.
Solid hit, and it feels really uncomfortable and nasty. But it's not doing too dangerous a job for you, and that's not the end of the thing.
You go, little crystalline monster. You go. You show it to the man.
I'm gonna take this turn and cut it down.
Don't hit me again, Kasari.
Does he have ranged? Does he have a melee defense?
Yeah, he has 1 melee defense, but no adversary. Okay, how do you want to finish it?
How big is he?
I'd say about 2 foot tall, quite chunky.
Wow. Okay, I've been imagining these guys as much smaller.
The
Also,
original guy was like 8, 9 foot tall.
I'll cut him clean in half.
Oh, you hear a little as he cut him up, and the arms wriggle for a second.
You're
and
a
then-
monster.
And then he is still. You can roll cool and discipline to recover strength.
Cool or discipline?
Yeah, I think that's right. That's what you can roll.
Yeah.
Good thing that neither of those matter for me.
Jesus Christ, Kasari.
And the advantage means basically nothing on the strain recovery, so just ignore
I
that.
think so, yeah.
But if you got a triumph, it would be a wound.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh man, I get to recover all 0 wounds I've taken.
So I've got like a pretty big wound in my chest. Did you say something to me, Charles?
Yeah, Cedric's gonna say, Kasari, don't swing your blade so wide.
So,
Says you!
I say, sorry. I sort of coughing up a little bit of blood. I say, it was a mistake. I wasn't paying close enough attention to where I was.
It's fine. Let's try and find. Well, let's try and get to this city, and don't cut any more crystals off,
I
please.
will attempt not to.
Attempt. Okay. I say, if I feel as though on first glance that you would think that these crystals were whatever attacked the caravan, but I have a feeling that they didn't really put up that much of a fight to cause these roads to be so incredibly dangerous. So I suggest everyone keep their eyes out.
Yeah, good idea.
I mean, personally, I feel that if we weren't Jedi, we would have been absolutely slaughtered just now. So I'm not sure if that theory is like if we weren't trained fighters, that would have killed us all for sure. I mean that just one of the little
Yeah, but
it's only the Jedi that contributed to that battle.
What I mean is if we were, I think I corrected and said fighters after, but like one of those things did 10 damage, and that was the little one. Like can't imagine what. A big one
but
would
like
have done.
any decent, like if you hear the roads are dangerous and you're having a caravan, you at least have maybe 1 or 2 people with a gun
And I think those
and
people
relatively trained.
I think those people would have died.
although from what the guy said at the start, they've sort of become dangerous.
Yeah,
So, and the crystals have been here probably for quite a while. I can't
we
imagine.
don't know that.
Well, actually,
We don't know that,
I will
but-
say that I did mention Kasari seen a few pictures, and her knowledge of the caves were very rudimentary. However, she would have Kasari would know that these crystals have been here for as long as recorded history.
These crystals, fun fact, have been here for as long as recorded history of the planet. Or perhaps even all history of all things. I don't know. But, yes, it's quite interesting.
They've been here since before the Big Bang.
Predate the Big Bang by a few decades.
Oh, no. So yeah, I think one of the major reasons these things aren't attacking the caravan is that they didn't attack us until I cut off its face.
That is very true, Kasari. Don't
great
cut off things'
observation.
face.
They're probably pretty docile if you just like walk past them. I don't even know if they notice you, but yeah. So
Well, why don't you cut off another piece of them?
should we run a scientific experiment?
No, Kasari. Let's go.
Cracking up the conflict for the Jedi as they run unethical scientific experiments on the native wildlife.
Pretty good.
It's the only way you advance technology.
We've got the Force. We don't need technology.
Says Mr. Technology. You're like outfitted with like fucking crazy armor and like a robotic arm. You've got these fancy lightsabers.
It's all in the Force. It's all the Force.
Yeah, the Force gave me all this.
You are more augmented by technology than anyone in the world.
I never asked for this.
If we took all your technology away, I think you'd like start bleeding to death. Okay.
Probably.
To save his life, I mean broken arm. Who can wait 6 weeks for recovery these days?
I mean, not Cedric.
He would still be in a sling if he didn't have the augment, to be fair.
He's got another arm.
Yeah, but still.
Okay, anyway.
Okay.
You guys, what are you guys doing now?
Well, I guess we're heading to that city.
Okay, you're progressing on the road. As you continue past this caravan, you notice that the crystalline dust continues with you. It's spreading the road, actually, as you walk. And as you grow further and further into the caverns, you start to hear the rumbling again, this time all around you.
Whoa.
Oh. Now I think I know what's going on.
The previous theory was wrong.
Yes, it seems as though we're wrong. They're not docile creature. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah,
cutting off all the crystals. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they might not be as docile as we thought.
I guess Sless is going to ready his weapon.
Oh, you guys are going to stop walking?
No, I think we're going to keep on walking, just have our weapons prepared.
You don't want to...
No, maybe we should have our weapons down. Maybe they have some sort of perception and they can tell we mean them harm if we have our weapons out. Maybe if we keep our weapons...
I don't know. Maybe it's the glowing crystal that's somehow following us that tells them to kill us.
That could also be very true.
Wait, the crystal dust has been following us?
Not following. I meant that as an expression. It's on the road as you walk, so you see it as you go.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I'm like, holy fuck, this is a big plot point. They're like nanobots or something.
Oh, never mind. Then I completely misinterpreted the situation.
I don't know about you guys, but
I got it.
I don't know about you guys, but Kasari's gonna put her weapon away and put her hands up and keep walking calmly.
Don't shoot.
Sless is not going to put down his weapon.
Okay.
I distance myself from Sless so that they don't think I'm one of him.
So, but you are going to keep walking, Sless, yeah?
I guess if the rest of the group is walking, I'm not going to, get surrounded by whatever these are by myself.
Charles, what are you doing with your weapon?
I'm going to keep it on my side, but I'm going to be very wary looking out at just all the crystals, slightly paranoid that one's just going to morph into one of these things.
Okay, cool. All right, okay, as you guys keep walking in, Cedric, why don't you specifically make a daunting vigilance check.
Oh yeah.
So you're very stressed. You're very anxious as you keep walking. You're looking behind you, looking ahead of you, looking above and below, trying to figure out what's going on. You take 3 strain from doing that because this is such a stressful way of doing it. However, you do notice that 2 crystals that are in view of you are wiggling slightly.
Those crystals don't look that friendly. They're wiggling. Those 2.
Just chill.
I don't like wiggling crystals.
They're ahead of you at the moment. You guys going to walk past them?
Let's walk faster.
I'm going to walk past them at the...
Yeah, we could stealth by.
I've had bad things with stealth. It's not
well, then bad things with stealth will have to happen again, Charles.
The last time I tried to stealth, I was not very stealthy.
Don't worry, we'll put our faith in your rolls.
The most meta comment ever.
Kasari will attempt to stick to the darkest shadows of the cave as she walks by.
Ooh,
I'm gonna keep to like the other side from the wiggling.
I am also going to follow Kasari's methods of trying to like stick to the shadows and not be noticed.
And you're all trying to stealth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Average difficulty stealth check. Kasari and Sless get 2 boosts. Cedric gets 1 boost. You guys are obviously sheltered, whereas Cedric, you're pretty much out in the open. However, you're far away from them.
I'm gonna burn some strain.
Feel free to roll Destiny on this, by the way. You guys have a lot of it.
Oh man, I totally forgot Destiny's a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a Destiny. Because I need help.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hey! Although the 1 strain's worrying. I mean, it's 1 strain.
How'd you know? It might not be 1 strain.
I mean, not the 1 strain. I meant the 1 threat. I've literally converted the word threat to strain, but I meant threat.
I mean, partially because I usually use it that way because I'm lazy. Charles, can you flip the Destiny die for me? If you did. So, you all walk past unharmed. The crystals continue to wiggle behind you, and you get some distance where you think you'll be unnoticed if anything were to happen. However, on the way, Kasari, just before you're past that threshold, you kick a rock that's below you, and it heads backwards. You're out of distance, but as you notice the rock go under the crystal drops down onto the rock, and you can see another crystalline husk appear. It hasn't noticed you.
Okay, just keep moving, just keep moving, just keep moving.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, just
keep
No eating here tonight. So you reach a crossroads. You hear from you hear bustling, almost like a city is up ahead, and the road turns right. However, the crystalline dust and a few items, like there's a blaster pistol and a few crates of food, seem to be going down this left-hand corridor.
So wait, repeat that again?
So you hear bustling people, and the road curves right. However, there's a left-hand path that has a bunch of crates of food, a blaster pistol, and the crystal dust you've been finding goes down the left-hand side. You also hear the rumbling coming from there.
I would assume that whatever... I assume that whatever has been attacking these caravans or causing those creatures to attack these caravans is possibly down there. I hear there's a big reward if we discover what it is.
Does seem odd. Those creatures could be it, but maybe we should check this out.
Alright, then we're all in agreement.
Before we go down there, I'm gonna take a stim pack.
Okay, so you've used 1 for the day, so you're down to 4 left, I think, that have effectiveness.
Yep.
And you recover 5 wounds. Okay, so as you start walking down this left-hand corridor, things start to get darker and darker as less crystals appear on the wall, almost like they were there once but are no longer there. Also, Kasari and Cedric, as you get deeper down this left-hand path, you begin to feel a source of force energy deeper into the cave.
You feel that, Kasari?
Yes.
Feel what?
It's like a drop on a giant pond. The ripples hitting us. It's the best way I can describe it.
Better than I could.
Wise beyond
Sless is like, okay. Just see, it's like I'm not going to get into this weird Jedi mumbo jumbo.
Ahead of you, you can feel the presence of two beings, although it's too dark to make out what they are.
Can we sense if they're like
with
light
my
or dark?
infrared, can I make them out?
Yes, you can. They are crystalline husks sitting down.
Oh dear.
Oh.
They are sitting down.
Yes.
I stopped the group and say, it seems as though ahead of us are two crystalline creatures sitting.
Why would they be sitting?
I don't know. They're
don't-
tired.
Well, don't they like
Been a
live
long
in the
day.
walls?
Been a long day jumping up and killing people. I don't know. Maybe they're on break.
Maybe they're on break. They're on strike. Do we see anything else?
It's quite a narrow corridor. There's more. You can see that ahead of these creatures there is further corridor, and you can see that where these creatures are is kind of a circled out hollow. But it's probably too dark even with the infrared to see. Like, it's not that it's too dark. It's just that the creatures are so big that you probably can't see anything less aside from them.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Do we want to go
I
plan
say,
sneak
I
by?
guess, I think we should approach these creatures. They're doing something different, other than being on a wall.
If you want to go up to them, I'll try and stay back so I don't like scare the living out of them.
I think.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were going to stay back, and I'm like, you guys are the Jedis with the laser swords.
I think you've got a good idea. I will go with you.
So
Okay.
I am going to slip into my mask and try and hide, out of sight.
Make an average stealth check with two boost because you're in the dark. You're still for some reason you're on edge today. You're really panicky, you're really anxious, and you're scrambling for position. You take 2 strain while you do so, but you do manage to hide, or you think you're hidden. Are you two just approaching these creatures?
I probably have my weapon in hand, but yeah.
No,
Okay.
God damn it!
Kasari, I'm assuming you don't have a weapon in hand,
No.
but you're both approaching the creatures.
Indeed.
Okay, so they begin to notice you, and as they notice you, the crystal in their core begins to light up as if they're coming awake, and the room begins to illuminate a bit more. It's a very empty, circular room with 2 boxes in the corner that you can't quite make out at the moment, as the crystals get brighter and brighter, and then they seem fully awake, and they look angry and ready to attack.
Now. I raise up my hands. I say,
They raise up their hands in fists.
No. Can you understand me?
He goes to punch you.
Oh, damn it.
You're prepared this time. You're cool.
Okay.
Have you cleared it?
You're at the end of every combat. Okay. You've got to do.
Init roll. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And don't do 2G. Either do GG because otherwise it won't work. And then PC.
Damn, a much worse roll.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're about to get
Add the
smoked.
second one. There we go.
We're
Okay.
about ready to get our asses punched.
Charles, you're hidden. So gonna open up. The first crystalline husk creature is going to punch Kasari in the face. And he's going to miss as you dodge out of the way just at the last second. But knowing the threat that is ahead of him, he takes up kind of a defensive stance to kind of ward off any counterattack. That's his turn. The crystalline husk near you, Slash. By the way, you're engaged. You're both engaged with these creatures.
I do want to say that if he tries to hit me, I want to dodge, so I'll take one straight.
He's going to try and hit you. So take. What does the dodge do?
That increases the difficulty check by 1.
So increases, not upgrades. Right. Okay.
Yes, and also I have 1 melee defense.
You had to hit.
He does hit you though,
Okay.
and he's going to hit you for 11 damage. But you can soak some of it.
Yeah.
So how many wounds does he inflict?
8.
Okay, so he inflicts. Oof, that's nasty. So a big hit to you in the chest as he sends you flying backwards towards the cavern wall. You're now at short range from both of them and prone.
Oh, alright. Well, that's not too big of an issue.
Player turn.
Kasari, do you want to go so you get rid of your mumbo jumbo?
What the fuck is mumbo jumbo?
Your ebb and flow stuff.
Oh, sure.
So you can
but-
inflict strain.
Yeah. I get. Oh, also I won't affect Toe because now he's.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's out of engage now that he's been pushed to get away.
Yeah, he said I'm at short range.
Okay, great. Then I will. I'll skull fuck these guys. Right here, right now. It's gonna be gross. Hope you're all ready for it.
Wow. Adversary 1 and melee defense 1. So 1 setback, 1 challenge, 1 difficulty.
Okay, I spend 4 strain to upgrade my checks. And I start bleeding from my eyes. Visibly, everyone's like, whoa, what happened there? That's weird.
Whoa, what happened there?
Sorry, so you said, what was the difficulty?
1 challenge, 1 purple, and 1 setback.
Excellent. Okay. And I'm also going to activate Ebb and Flow.
Okay, so tell me what's happening with the damage numbers here.
Okay, so the damage numbers... I'll talk to you about it, Bill, in the office. So
Yes. How's the weenus looking, Bill?
It's looking good, Chandler. No, anyway. So I deal 7 damage.
Okay.
I will crit. Do you want me to do that now?
I want you to do with ebb and flow first because it's just raw damage.
Okay. With Ebb and Flow, I'm going to spend 4 points and suffer 1 strain to deal 4 strain to everyone who I'm engaged with.
Okay, you can see the 2 creatures holding their head and screeching loudly as you create this vacuum, and now you can crit.
Oh, I totally forgot about fucking... When the last guy hit me, I forgot about one of my very important force powers. I gotta remember this shit. Okay. I will... crit. Yep. 84. Winded. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I think we found that combined with a couple other ones can literally just incapacitate someone.
That was how Xiao beat Xiao.
Yeah. Just by slowly breaking her down. All she can do
I guess it was the Shikamaru strategy. I was drawing lines in the dirt to see how far she could go.
Yep.
And just keeping out of her range.
Eventually, all she could do was literally move. Like, she could...
If that's the end of your turn, can you in it next for me, brother?
Yep.
Player turn.
I guess I'll go. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna shoot at the guy for.
I think you have to spend a maneuver to stand up.
No, I can use jump up as an incidental, so I can get up and as an incidental.
Very
it's not
nice.
So I'm gonna fire at specifically the creature that punched me.
Okay, that's definitely fair. It's the one that he's currently holding his head and distracted by the ebb and flow.
All right.
So it's short range, so it's 1 difficulty, and it has 1 range defense. Oh, it is adversary 1 though, so it's going to be 1 challenge dice and 1 setback.
1 challenge die and 1 setback. That's it. Oh fuck.
Okay, so
yeah, I hit it and deal 10 damage.
You shoot yourself in the foot.
You don't have any pierce on that, right?
No.
Okay. You notice that this creature's natural hide husk stone thing is naturally resistant to blasters, but you still see it take a considerable amount of damage, and chips of crystal fall off of it and fall to the floor. Are you doing anything with that advantage?
Yeah, I'm reducing my strain by 1.
Okay, so and as you fire, though, you hear a weird, like, from your weapon, and from part of the ventilation system, little specks of sand start falling out of it.
Oh, it's so coarse.
You're not quite sure what's going on, and I don't think you will until your next turn, so if that's the end of your turn, can you get an extra?
Yeah.
Charles, you can go out of the shadow.
How far away am I?
You are medium range.
Medium range. So I am going to force leap out of the shadows. So let me do the check for that.
Because of course you are.
Oh no.
Cedric, come to the dark side.
So I'm gonna spend one point to get within
flip
engage.
Destiny first.
Yeah.
Take your conflict and your strain depending on how many points you spend.
Let me double check.
So Kastari, you begin to feel this dark energy come from the shadows, and you think for a second you're being ambushed by Sith Lords, but then Cedric appears.
Oh.
Force leaping with viciousness and ferocity, as much as you've never seen from him. It seems like this force leap is aggressive and nasty.
Well, this is not good with
He's out to kill Kasari.
This is not good with Kasari's current perceptions of Merkava and Cedric.
you also see Cedric in this demon mask.
Yeah. I'm starting to think I never had to deal with this shit with Xiao. I mean, like, what the fuck?
I mean, Xiao once owned the demon mask, although you wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know that. I like to think that Xiao matured a lot by the time she started teaching me, but I don't know for sure.
Well, it was only like 6 months since the end of the war. But
oh, never mind. Okay, sometimes I imagine it's like 20 years, but yeah, that's right.
It's been a year. Yeah.
It's literally been a year. Yeah, so I'm going to force leap to engage with both of the creatures.
Okay, that's fine.
They need to make fear checks with setback hard.
Oh, look at him. Against the odds, I mean, he's incredibly strained by this whole ebb and flow thing, and then the scary demon Sith Lord coming out of the shadows. But at least he's not actually scared. This guy is actually really fucking scared.
And with that, I am going to use Sarlacc Sweep and whack him.
Hold on a sec. Oh no, actually, yeah, go on. Go for it. It's going to be 1 challenge, 2 purple, and 1 setback.
And 1 boost because I'm engaged with multiple opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I am going to do 11 damage. I am going to use 2 of that advantage to do Sarlacc Sweep, which does, I think, 11 damage. Let me double check. Yeah, does 11 damage to the other one as well. And then with the 3 last advantage... Do you know what? I'm going to take up a defensive stance with that last advantage. That's 3 advantage.
So
increasing my melee.
Okay. Okay, so as you come slashing through with your sweep, you crush through both of their cores, sending little chunks of crystal all across the cavern, illuminating it in a dim purple glow. However, you notice that 8 bigger chunks of crystal have come flying off of them and begin to sprout legs and arms. Okay, and the next minute, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
There are now 8 smaller crystalline creatures and engaged with all of you.
I start running around.
Run around. So
Running around the Christmas tree.
So Charles, you notice that the 2 of the big guys are now intently focused on you, and the first one is going to try and punch you.
So I have 3 defense.
I'm going to spend Destiny to upgrade his check.
I'm just glad these fuckers aren't coming to punch me again.
Right in the mouth.
I'll flip the Destiny in a second.
Ooh. Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, it's fine. Don't be such a worrywart. So he is going to deal 12 damage to you, but he doesn't have any pierce, so he's going to tap you on the shoulder.
So that'll be 3, but I'm going to parry that all off.
Okay. So yeah, you parry it off completely. However, in the ensuing aftermath of the parry, you strain yourself and take a crit injury. Roll that for me.
I'm off balance.
Play your turn.
Who wants to go?
I guess I'm fine with going. So who the 2 new additions are? Those like the little crystalline creatures that pop off their back?
Yeah, there's 8 of them.
I think I'm going to shoot one of the groups of them.
Okay, that'll be, because you're at short, that'll be 1 difficulty and 1 setback.
Okay. Oh fuck.
So you go to pop off a few shots at the little groups, but as you go to do so, you realize that you're pulling the trigger and no blaster bolts are coming out of your weapon.
Oh. Fuck. I have to spend a maneuver, right, to reload my weapon, or an action or something.
You know from your experience that your weapon does not need reloading.
Oh, damn! I never needed this utility belt I have.
No. I mean that it currently doesn't need reloading.
Oh, okay.
You know that you haven't fired enough for it to need a reload.
Oh, okay. Well, it's broken, everybody. The sand have broken it. All right. What do I need to do to look into that and fix it?
You can spend a maneuver like opening it up.
All right. I'll spend a maneuver opening up.
You can tell that the ventilation system is caked in sand. It was just one fire too many for it to stop working last time you fired.
I'll take. Is there anything in my utility belt that could possibly clean it up a bit?
Do you have like a cloth and some rubbing alcohol or something?
I'm not specifically listed, but I can use a destiny die to say I do.
Yeah, sure. However, cleaning it is going to take an action, so you'll have to probably do that next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got that 2 advantage still.
Oh, that's going to my strain.
Okay.
He's a strained individual.
Look, I was 3 strain away from
That's
basically
fair.
collapsing.
That's fair.
Okay, so you have some rubbing alcohol and some and a cloth, and you think that with a good scrub, you'll probably be able to at least clean the sand out. Whether you think you'll get the sand working again, you don't know, but at least you'll clean the sand.
I say, don't worry, everybody. I'll be shooting at the enemy in just a second. just need to clean up some stuff.
Okay, if that's the end of your turn, can you end it next round?
I'll take this turn, and looking at all the little ones around us, I sort of shake my head and said, "The more, the merrier." And then I am going to Sarlacc sweep again.
Who's your primary target?
The one that punched me, or attempted to punch me and critted me.
Okay. Okay, so that'll be the right one, the one that punched Sless as well.
Yep.
Again, it's 1 challenge, 1 difficulty, and 1 setback.
2 difficulty because I'm Sarlacc sweeping.
Yes.
Yes. Sort of. So I do 13 damage. And then I am going to I'm going to upgrade Kasari's next check.
Oh, yay.
And with the advantage, I'm also going to recover 1 strain.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you could Starlight Sweep with the Triumph. I'm just letting you know.
It doesn't, like, it says 2, it only says 2 advantage, but I don't know. If you're going to rule it that way, then yeah, I'll Sarlacc sweep instead of passing a boost. I'll Sarlacc...
But, like, I'm pretty sure for anything where there's advantage
Advantage, yeah.
A Triumph will just do it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to use that Triumph then instead to Sarlacc sweep and hit the other big dude.
Okay, is there any particular way you would like to finish off these 2 creatures?
I'm thinking one, a sort of a slash across, slicing one in half before whipping it around, sort of Mace Windu style, chopping off the last one's head. Or
Okay, you top off
crystal head.
You chop off the top of the core, although you do know that these guys don't really have heads; they just have cores and then arms and legs.
Yeah, that's quite freaky.
Well, now you've killed 2 more of these horrible monstrosities. Can you in it next for me, brother? Okay, so a group of the little ones are gonna try and converge on Kasari and punch her in the face.
I dare you, bitch!
They dare.
So many punchings.
And they hit.
38 damage.
8 damage, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I take 3 wounds, and I am going to spend 3 strain to deal that back to them with Mind Bleed.
Ooh. So that's 3, right?
3 wounds, yeah.
Okay.
Unavoidable.
You see one of the 4 kind of whimper and kind of shrink a little bit as it clearly is worse affected by the mind bleed, but it's not quite incapacitated yet. You're also going to take a crit.
Those sons of bitches.
Do you already have a crit?
I do.
You're plus 10.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Pick my poison.
Overpowered.
That's not good.
Yeah, that ain't good.
So one of the 3 kind of whimpers and fades away, but the other 3, emboldened and invigorated by their attack, does kind of an Uzumaki barrage on you.
Oh no!
And hits you for 9 damage.
Oh no! Oh shit! Fuck!
They
Run!
could crit again, couldn't they?
1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
This is going to be a chain crit.
Gets overpowered again.
Oh man, that would be terrible. You just watch Kasari slowly get beat down.
Okay.
Beat up with 4 mini fucking crystals.
So how much damage did you say they did?
9.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 4 wounds. I'm gonna deal
Yep.
back another 4 wounds.
Okay, so so the first attack they're coming at you as a 4, and one of them kind of crumples away, not fully incapacitated. The 3 of them attack you again, and this time one of them falls over dead from the attack. You are gonna take a plus 20 crit though.
Don't you see? It's futile. Just leave me.
If you
alone.
get overpowered again, it's gonna be amazing. Ooh.
Scattered senses.
Excellent. Right, so you have 3 crits now, right?
Yep.
They all average.
Nope. One of them is daunting.
Holy shit. That is the end of their turn. I'll end it next in a second, but it'll be a player turn, so it'll be you, Charles. No, it'll be you.
No, Kasari.
Oh, I feel vengeance in the air. I'm gonna cut these motherfuckers to pieces. Cut them
As I
up.
wanted my ally to succeed, I was kind of rooting for the little guy there first.
Don't you know it's futile? You can't defeat me. Okay.
Are you attacking the group that's attacked you?
I am attacking them with my lightsaber. I'm just setting it
Okay.
up. What's
It'll be,
their? It's 2p, one
Yeah.
setback.
Yeah, look, well remembered.
Okay. Well, it's always 2p. Usually.
Well, yeah, unless you modify it or something.
Or if they have challenge.
Yeah.
Which the big guys did, but.
But now they're dead.
And this time I'm going to activate Flow, because I have a lot of strain.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. How much does that strain? How much does that strain mean to you, Mush?
I'll only use the free light point I get and heal 1.
Okay.
And I will, I'll deal, that's 10 damage.
Okay, so you swing wildly once again, just like you had done earlier, not listening to the instructions of your master at all, cutting down these 3 remaining crystalline husks. But as you do, as the strain and
Do I cut Cedric again?
the tension of this battle is getting to you and making you a little nervous and sweaty, as you cut down the final of the 3 creatures, your lightsaber slips from your hand and goes across the room.
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh no! Deja vu, sort of, for Cedric. Sort of.
So all you killed all 3 of them.
Excellent.
So there's 1 little pack left.
They were offended that you called them a little pack.
I always respected them as adversaries.
They're nemesis.
I mean, the pack has only, the tiny little pack of creatures have only actually ever been a threat to Kasari, so it makes sense that you respect them.
However, they probably have had the biggest DPS of the enemies so far.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
So the remaining pack is going to charge towards Sless, seeing his weakness, and is going to try and attack him. Do you have any melee?
Wow. Yes, I have 1, and also I'm going to dodge again.
Okay.
This is so messed up. Look, I'm cleaning my gun, and they're like, hey, we're going to be assholes.
Well, they come towards you and they begin to line up their team attack, and they're just about to hit you as you begin cleaning your gun, and you notice at the last second and dodge out of the way as they go into the...
I like to imagine I just casually sidestepped like a very overdramatic team attack.
They're now engaged with you and short with everyone else. And they're going to attack you again.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Well, they're the only ones left.
I'm going to take another strain and dodge them, and also I'm going to upgrade a challenge die.
How are you using Destiny?
Yeah, I'm using Destiny die to upgrade one of them to a challenge die.
Oh no.
Oh.
That Destiny was not putting in the work that you were hoping it would.
No, it is not.
They're gonna deal 7 damage to you before soak.
Okay. I'm 12 wounds now.
They're gonna crit you. Do you have any crits yet?
No.
Okay, then just roll a crit.
Oh. Whoa!
So the rubbing alcohol, the cloth, and the gun go flying across the room.
How rude! I want to go first. I want to walk over and grab the rubbing alcohol. Do I have to take multiple actions to grab everything, or?
No. You can take 1 maneuver to get over there, and then a second maneuver to pick everything up. But that'll take your action, or you can use strain to do it.
Fuck. What do I want to do? I'll do strain to do it. I'll use strain. How much strain would that be?
2 strain to get in.
Yeah, 2 strain.
Okay, then yeah, I'll use 2 strain so I can still have an action.
Yeah, you're at short range, and you could finish cleaning the gun in this turn.
Yes, I want to finish cleaning the
fuck?
gun. Very frustrated.
This is an obsession.
Okay, I'd like to. So I'll just say that, yes, the gun is completely sparkling clean. The alcohol worked a treat. However, you're still not sure that's going to mean it works, but you know it's clean.
I want them to crit you again with a 1+10, get sudden jolt, and then you drop it again.
That's the end of your turn.
Yes, that's the end.
So yeah,
I'm no longer rooting for the little guy.
I'll take this turn. Move to engage. They have to make a fear check.
Probably should have made it a while ago when they spawned.
Yeah.
I won't bother with the setback dice. They succeed. They take 3 strain. One of them dies.
And then I am going to. I'm just gonna hit them normally.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's too difficulty and a setback, my friend.
No, that there's.
Does this classify as engage with multiple opponents?
Yes.
Only in France.
And Paris.
Yep. That's all part of France.
Really?
No,
Let's ignore the formalities here. How would you like to finish them?
I am basically gonna turn into a mini tornado and just slice them all.
Like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Marshall, you see as the dim purple light in the room turns into a bright purple light as a purple tornado begins to spin, and the three crystalline husks get wrapped up in a tornado being thrown violently, smashing up against the cave wall, creating a big vibration across everything. The room grows quiet as everything is dead. You can roll cooler discipline. We're going to take a 5-minute break here.
And Putty, I'm also going to use all of that... all of that advantage to takes heal strain.
Yeah, okay.
So that takes me from 9 to 3.
So glad that I got those 2 advantages.
Yep, so valuable. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, or so.
All right.
Yep, by 38-ish.
Sure.
I'm gonna go pee. I think I'll change the music from generic cave music to keep people interested as we go.
I'm back, if anyone else is. Clearly not. Okay.
I'm back.
I'm here too.
Then we are in an accord.
Well, those rock monsters are fun. I gotta say.
I agree. I think they're better than cherry pie.
Hi.
Good day.
Hey, yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
I'm doing well.
Good. Has the snow been getting worse, Marshall?
No, it actually stopped last night. It stopped snowing.
Really?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
that's
sure.
good. Ah. So
Doesn't
there
bring
isn't a
back all
chance
those
of
old
you.
peoples from death.
So it's you're not in the possibly going to die zone anymore.
Oh, we're all possibly gonna die soon, but no more than
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
I'm taking a bus on Monday. I could definitely die then.
Actually, that sounds
Oh.
pretty safe. What's gonna kill you on a bus?
Another bus.
The people in Middlesbrough.
I was gonna say, because I was always taught in grade school that the way they designed, especially like school buses, they were basically designed like tanks. They could take a hit from anything.
Well, this isn't a school bus.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I would imagine it's a similar principle. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a bus
Well,
designer.
that's American school buses.
Okay.
You're right. In America, we fit all of our modes of transportation with basically heavy
plating?
duty armor plating to protect from all of the terrorist attacks.
Pretty much.
Zombies.
I just walked back into. Are we ready to resume the session? Instead
Yes.
of talking
I don't
about
know.
terrorist school buses.
I'm sure this will be suitable for advertisers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh god, I can't go 1 week without talking about shooting people.
It's impossible.
Oh man.
Bleep. So let's, as you finish off the remainder of these poor innocent crystal husks, you take the time perhaps to examine the two boxes that are in the corner. You all recognize that there are Republic symbols on these boxes. Perhaps only Sless realizes that they're specifically the symbols of the Republic Military Shipping Department.
Oh. I say, oh. I look them over for a second to confirm them. Can I easily confirm them, or would I need to do more a thorough check?
Confirm the logo or confirm what's inside?
Confirm what's inside.
You'd have to open it, and they seem quite well locked.
Oh. Oh fuck. Are they too thick for me to maybe get an idea of what's inside through infrared, or?
I'd say so, probably, yeah. They're probably too thick for that.
Okay. Well, I'll assume that this is the shipment, and because I think it'd probably be a big no-no for me to go breaking the lock. So I'll say, I think that these are the Republic shipment that I was looking for. The logos are indeed Republic, though I have no idea what's inside.
I say, okay. How big is the crate?
It's quite. I'd say it's medium sized. You know, it's carryable, but probably only. If you're not Cedric, then you can probably only get like one at a time.
Gotcha.
I say, do you guys mind helping me carry these back so we can contact the Republic about the shipment?
Nope, I don't mind.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can carry them, and I just pick them up.
You can indeed pick both of them up on your pinky.
Okay.
Wait,
chill
so
the
Cedric
fuck out.
Kasari, you're still feeling this force energy further into the cave, and the powder does go deeper.
Hey, Sless, why don't we
Kasari
drop these
begins
off?
to walk down zombie-like towards the shiny feelings.
You probably the best person here about like hiding things. Me and Kasari definitely have to go further.
Racist.
Are you implying something about me? Because I'm Trandoshan.
There was definitely an
No,
implication
I'm
there,
implying
and I didn't
something
like it.
about
I didn't
us.
like the implication.
I'm implying something about the Jedi in general.
Look,
We are not good at hiding stuff.
just because I can hunt does not mean I can also hide things, though I'm very good.
And both.
See, you're very good. You're very talented.
Oh, you're buttering me up. All right. Well,
It's not like all Trandoshans despise Wookiees, which I do. It's not like all Trandoshans love skinning the hides of them, which I do.
Me and Kasari definitely have to go further into this cave system towards whatever is ahead.
Blood demons.
So you would probably know of some way of trying to hide these because we don't want to lose
in
them.
the cave system?
Nope, in your butt.
Well, you're the expert here.
Putty, is it reasonable for me to try to hide 2 Republic shipments in this
Not
tunnel?
a chance. Where they are right now is about the most hidden they'll be, which is in the corner somewhere in a tunnel.
I say,
Unless you were to dig a hole.
I'm an expert, but you're asking me to literally hide something in plain sight.
Could we?
That's more of a force power, right?
Could we try and dig a hole or something?
I think that whatever you're looking for in this cave will be here when we return. We don't have to fly all the way to Coruscant. We just have to inform them that we have the shipment and leave it with a trusted official on the planet.
Would I know if there's any like trusted officials on this planet, buddy?
Maybe not Hisari, but the other two you would definitely know that. Yeah, everywhere. You just came from like a Republic hub. You could find people that are in with the Republic. Sless in particular, though, you would probably be informed that there is in the city further into the caves. There's a specific group of Republic informants in one of the casinos.
Oh, okay, I say. Yes, if we head to the city, we can drop them off with a couple of informants for the Republic.
Sure, that sounds equally as good as hiding them in plain sight. Yeah, let's go and drop them off there.
Yes, I'm so glad that I had to reason this very obvious logic with you. Alright, so, yeah, I'm assuming we're all going to be carrying these boxes off to the informants.
I'll just have them on my pinky as I can hold them on my pinky, apparently.
Oh,
That cannot
Okay.
be comfortable. I mean,
Okay, so you guys follow the road now?
yes.
that looping puddy.
What? You
took it out of the...
Stopped it.
Oh,
the assumptions right now of my incompetence.
Not all the time.
So you arrive in this large, hollowed-out cornucopia of lights and dazzle as the purple glow is still there on the outskirts, but in the middle you see a number of structures that are giving this this area more of a city-like glow, a yellow kind of whitish glow. And in particular, on two ends of this giant kind of metropolis, you see a green glowing skyscraper of a casino called the Muddy Rudder, and a on the complete opposite of town, a red glowing casino called High Rollers, and you see a kind of, as you walk in, there's kind of a gated entrance, and there's a man who's blocking the way in. A Belusian species.
I say, so this is the casino with the Republic informants?
You know that the Muddy Rudder would have it, but you're currently just trying to get into the city.
Oh, okay. I say, we would like entrance, please.
Ah, no problem. It's 10 credits for adults and 20 for the kid.
Wait. This is called the Muddy Rudder?
That's the name of the casino. The town's called Vicho.
Okay. Does anyone else here know what that reference is to?
Nope.
Okay.
I say, we need to pay to enter the city?
Yeah, of course.
I say, does Bonnie still work here?
I say, is there any way that we can be granted temporary entrance? I am here on Republic business.
He looks at you like, look, I don't work for the Republic. If you want a day pass, it's 10 credits for adults and 10 for the kids.
Well, at least
20 for the kids.
My question is, why is it more expensive for the kids?
I was gonna say, this is the only place on fucking Earth that charges more for kids.
Ain't it obvious? The kids won't buy as much alcohol.
You know what? That's a good point.
That is a fair point.
These guys have thought of this. They've thought it through.
That is actually rather
I don't care. It's 20 credits. I'll pay it.
Okay, retract 20 credits, and he unveils a red carpet, what's the rope? He just unveils that for you to go.
I pay my 10 credits.
He does it for you, and then he looks at you, Sless, very belligerently.
I look at him very belligerently, and then and give him the 10 credits.
Okay, and then he lets you buy it. So again, this is an open expanse. You see almost mini skyscrapers. It's odd to see this underground. And like I said, it's hard to get your eyes away from these two giant casino buildings.
So there's clearly two casinos here, Sless.
We're going to the Muddy Rudder.
That's the one that sounds the worst, but okay.
I don't pick where the Republic informants stay.
Don't worry, Bonnie works there. It's a good place.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
How do you know a guy running a casino in
I don't know, but maybe we'll
Quarzite?
see Butch there. Maybe he's made it.
Okay. Sorry, slowly losing it in the back.
Marshall, do you know the funny thing is that I came up with this name just because I remembered it. I thought I had come up with it, but then when you said it was a reference, I looked it up and I was like, that's where I was remembering it from.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been a SpongeBob reference when I first thought of it.
It does seem like a SpongeBob thing.
Right. So, what are you guys gonna just head to the Muddy Rudder? One day I will loop the song!
I thought you'd already got it down, man.
Yes, I mean, that's where we're heading to.
Okay, so you enter, and it's a very toxic kind of atmosphere. There's red wallpapers, and the smell of cheap alcohol kind of permeates as you walk in, and there's a human, but it doesn't seem like any kind of human you've seen before. At the desk, a pale-skinned female with blonde hair says, "Hello, can I help you? Welcome to the Muddy Rudder, where the booze is cheap and the girls are cheaper."
I put my hand on
I know the name of the Republic informants I'm coming to see?
No, you wouldn't know much about them because you haven't been briefed, really. You just know that there are some people here that help the Republic.
I say, is the Atomic Wrangler next door?
I say, oh fuck. I don't know if they're undercover or not. Are they undercover?
You would assume so, but you're not sure.
Okay.
And after a while, she says, "Can I help you with admission to the best run casino this side of the rim?"
I say, no, I think we're fine. Thank you, though. Actually, I say, I'm gonna try to kind of imply to see if she knows anyone who looks to possibly be Republic. You know, I say, Do you perhaps know anyone who's come in recently that is strange, or not exactly who they say they are, possibly?
Daunting streetwise check with setback.
Okay. And daunting is how many again?
4.
4.
4. She like leans into you smiling, and then you see like the smile turn into a frown and says, "If you know what's best for you, you get the fuck out of here."
I say, thanks for your help, and then ignore her. I say, alright,
What do you mean by ignore her? What are you doing?
I'm walking by her into the casino.
Okay, so it's like, again, there's like toll gates, so you'll have to pay 10 credits to get in.
Oh my god. 10 credits into the city.
And let me guess, they're gonna
credits.
gouge my fucking eyes out again.
Don't worry though, Kasari, here at the Muddy Rudder, it's an equal opportunities price. It's 10 credits for you too.
Look, if I wasn't getting so paid...
Muddy Rudder's my kind of
if I wasn't getting paid so well for this mission, I would not be paying these credits.
Did you say this out loud?
No, I say this in my head.
Okay.
I pay the credits.
Okay, again, this is an automatic machine, so you just slot them in. And...
I'll also pay the credits.
Okay. As you, Kasari, are you paying credits?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all walk into the big gambling floor where there's a number of games going on, and a number of exotic dancers in the corners, and there's one bar that seems particularly crowded. Again, it seems like a very somber attitude in this casino. It's not upbeat. There's not people kind of here having fun. It's mainly just people down on the luck, it seems, just drinking their troubles away.
I just realized this entire time Cedric is carrying 2 very large crates on his pinky.
Oh yeah, he has. Have very obvious Republic symbols on them.
Oh.
Yep. I'm gonna stand well away from you as I sort of slink away. Or like my best attempt of slinking away.
So once you're past the turnstiles, you're kind of in a staging area. Like I said, you can see the main floor, but you can't get in there yet. There's a few doors, and some buff-looking Belusians are waiting for you, and they say, we're going to have to take all your weapons before you come in.
I'm just going to stay in the staging area.
Oh, okay. They say, that's fine, sir. But, I mean, it seems like a waste of your 10 credits.
I've got a little bit to do in a sec.
I put.
They seem very suspicious of you, Chance.
I give them my my blaster rifle and say, be sure to keep it nice and polished.
They nod and put it through like a scanner of sorts.
Kazari hands him the lightsaber.
Just one?
The other one I keep at the base.
Oh, on the ship? The
Yeah.
grill would say the ship? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they say, ooh, very exotic. Didn't know we had Jedi company, as they put it through the scanner.
Creepy.
I'm gonna like just stay with the crates.
Okay, so do you guys walk into the main area, the two of you?
Yes.
Okay, so as soon as they go, Charles, one of the men gets on kind of a comms device. Would you like to try and listen in?
Yes, please.
It's going to be a hard perception check.
We got a code Jedi. Kill them. Kill them.
It's the fuzz.
Okay, so you can hear, you straighten yourself. After what's been a very stressful day already, you're trying to straighten yourself to listen. You take 3 strain, and you can hear, one Jedi and a Trent Ocean. You think it's them? What do you want me to do, boss? Alright. And then he stops talking.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for that particular guy.
Yes, because he's the only one with that information now.
And also looking around for to see if there's any more
So
guards.
glad we're placing our life
outside.
into the hands of Charles.
So, do I see any interesting gambling games going on?
There's some Pazak.
Pazak?
There's some Pazak.
No, I'm just kidding. You pronounce it correctly. I just love saying it that way.
I was just replicating you. I wasn't concerned about my pronunciations. I'm never on edge about them. Never. There's some dice games. There's some like poker.
I'll try a dice game.
Okay, it's the one where they have 2 dice in a cup. I don't really know how it works, but you know it's happening.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are you gonna play it?
Yeah, I'll put 50 credits down.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Are you gonna play it honestly or deceivingly?
First time I've ever played, so I'll try honest first.
Okay. Roll a hard cool check.
I thought this was just completely random. There's skill involved, apparently.
Yeah. You're gonna like bluff when you see your dice.
So I'll kind of cheat, but it's not.
No,
It's
okay.
not really. Listen, here's what it is. I'm gonna use the Force to make myself extra cool.
That's definitely cheating.
Is it though? Is it? I mean, it's just a skill I have. Is it cheating to use
I
your
like
brain
to imagine.
that God
I like
gave
to
you?
imagine that Marshall would consider using the Force power, basically saying, "I do not have a good roll." It's like, it's just, is it really cheating to convince them that
No.
I'm bluffing?
That's cheating. This is more like a steroid situation. Anyway,
Everybody's on steroids.
exactly. Okay, so I'll just roll straight up cool. If you would consider that cheating, then I'll say that.
Oh,
That's
so I would as a person. I'm not saying that necessarily there will be consequences.
Oh, okay. Well, Kasari is young and hasn't taken any ethics classes, so she thinks it's not cheating.
I mean, her role models have been so paragon.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a paragon
Yeah,
of the light.
and that means I need to rework the morality system.
Truly, it means that. I mean, yeah. Okay. Boom. Fail.
Okay, you lose you play a good game. You don't really understand how it works either, and you get a feeling that a lot of the people at the table have no clue how this game works. But there's this one guy in a kick-ass suit in the corner who's just reeling in the credits. You lose your 50 credits, but I mean, depending on your personality, you probably had some fun.
Oh, I think I did. Credits don't matter too much to Kasari, but I'll say this. I'm sort of intrigued by this, so I say, Sless, I'm assuming you want to go alone to talk to your friends.
I probably did not stay and
Okay.
watch you play
Well,
the game.
then fuck it.
When you left to go play, I went to go get a drink.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the man in the suit. I'm gonna say that's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time ever playing, but you seem to have a real command of the sport. I say.
He says, "Yeah, you just gotta know when to hold them and when to roll them." You know.
I say, wow. Well, that's really interesting. The name is Kasari Lassiter. Good to meet you.
Johnny Needham.
Needham. That's a great last name. How long you been playing?
Oh, must be going on 12 years now.
You make a lot of money? Is this like a profession for you?
I wouldn't call it a profession, but yeah, I make a lot of money.
Cool. Well, it was nice meeting you. I think I'll watch you play for a while. I've got some time to kill, if you don't mind.
No, of course. Fun. Sounds fun. Okay, so shall we cut to Sless? So you're heading to the bar.
I just
Oh, go on.
imagine Kasari's doing that thing that people do when they're watching a game of craps, where they're, even if they haven't put money down, they're like cheering when things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's clearly like happy to have a spectator, but if you notice a few of the patrons a little annoyed by this sudden audience.
Fuck you guys, I'm having fun.
See, this is why we charge the kids more. They don't actually play the games; they just watch them.
You took 50 of my good credits, motherfuckers. Don't complain. 60,
Sless.
including the fucking surcharge.
And the entrance to the city, which was 20.
Yeah, but that went to the city. That didn't go to the casino. Although
Unless
you
there's
never
some
know.
sort of redistribution fund going on.
there might be. Who knows?
So, Sless, you head to the bar to get a drink.
Yes.
After a little while, you get a tap on your shoulder from a human individual, and he whispers into your ear saying, "I heard you looking for Jackson Reaver."
I say, I might be. What's it to mean to you?
I know a very powerful individual who could help you with that, if you're willing to scratch his back.
And what exactly does this individual want?
Some extra firepower. Preferably some extra Jedi firepower. I heard you could help with that.
And he can tell me where Jackson Reaver is.
Better. He can deliver him to you.
Oh no.
I say, I'll ponder this.
He says, "I'll be at the other bar. Bring the Jedi if you want. If you want our information."
I nod. I then probably get a couple of drinks and say, I say to the bartender, is there anyone who possibly is waiting for a shipment of anything in here?
Bartender stops cleaning the glass and puts it down and says, "Well, we're not a post office, but sure, people waiting for food, for guns, for money, whatever."
So literally, you're a post office.
Doesn't mean they're gonna get it here.
It's like, I ain't saying I'm a post office, but yeah, we do all that shit. We like do all the things a post office does. I don't know why we don't call ourselves one.
I raise my eyebrow
No,
and say,
I'll rephrase it. No, I'm gonna rephrase that. We ain't a post office, but sure, there's all kinds of people here. They might be waiting for something.
Hey, motherfucker, this isn't a mob, but yeah, we'll kill someone for money, sure.
He's not saying that they're gonna deliver it.
No, that's my favorite thing, though. I just want to, like, when someone's like, "Is this a restaurant?" But this is a restaurant, but yeah, I'll make food for you, whatever.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I say, I raise my my Trandoshan eyebrow equivalent to an eyebrow at the word guns, and say, "Guns? Oh,
Yeah, of course."
anyone
Atlas family,
in specific come in mind?"
Well, the bosses are always looking for some extra firepower to deal with those Atlas thugs, and not to mention the jackers.
Yes. I was more specifically implying patrons.
We don't sell guns.
No. I mean, is anyone here at the bar perhaps, waiting for a friend to come by and hand him a couple of weapons?
Make a daunting streetwise check with Zappa.
No, this is terrible. Why do I keep on having to do this?
Because you're being really unsubtle, and this is a really hard topic to broach with people.
Hey, I don't say no post office, but
Oh.
So he says,
Actually,
listen.
a pretty good roll for what I was up against.
"Listen, buddy, are you a cop? Because I'm not going to tell anyone, but cops don't get on so well in this casino."
I'm not a cop.
That's
I'm
exactly
looking
what a
for a
cop would
friend.
say.
I say, I'm looking for a friend.
I see. Friend. I've heard that excuse before.
A friend who I don't know his name and where he is. Or what he looks like.
Well, listen.
Or whether or not he's a cop himself.
Listen, I'll give you a little bit of advice, huh? This casino has two heads. Sometimes one head doesn't know what the other head is doing, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Do I know what he means?
Why don't you roll an average education check?
Oh, okay. It's...
look, I'm not saying we got two heads or nothing, but sure, I'll sell you a head.
I haven't got a spare head. So you get the feeling from what he's talking about that the casino is run by two either factions or people, and that they're not necessarily doing the same kind of business.
Oh.
Oh man.
Okay, I nod then. I say, how about some whiskey?
He nods and starts pouring you a small glass and says, "I'll be 12 credits."
I pay him 12 credits.
It's good whiskey.
Cool. I enjoy it.
He says after he pours it, there are two kinds of people in this world. People drink whiskey and people who drink wine. And then he says,
I have a miniature stroke.
He says, "I hear one of the bosses, Tuco, likes his wine," and then winks at you.
Oh, okay. I finish my whiskey and I head over back to Kasari and say, look, I think we have a lead on Jackson River, if you're up for hearing me out.
Oh, that old bum? Sure, yeah. Where we?
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. What's the lead?
If I understand correctly, it appears as though whoever runs this place is willing to offer us a job. In exchange, they'll hand us Jackson River.
Okay, sure. As long as it's nothing too illegal.
I say, well, I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Well, I'm willing to at least hear them out. I mean, I have some criminal friends. They're pretty reasonable people when you get to know them.
Okay, I say, all right. And then I probably approach the corner of the guy who offered me the job.
Oh, okay. So you go to the other bar where he's sitting.
Yeah.
Are you only going with Kasari?
I don't know. Charles is adamantly guarding those Republic weapons. So, yes, I'll go with Kasari.
He looks you both up and down when you arrive and says, "I hear you're traveling with two Jedi."
What the fuck?
That Jedi is a bit busy at the moment.
And I'm afraid
looking over two very big crates.
And I'm afraid I'm a little busy too. And he starts writing in a notebook.
I sigh and say, okay, if I get the other Jedi, can you promise that these crates that we have are kept safe?
Sure, we have a wonderful weapon storage facility that I'm sure you're already familiar with.
I look at him and I say, are you sure there can't be made an exception? And I'm going to use my force power influence.
Okay, cool. You have to use to change someone's mind. You have to use an opposed discipline check, right?
I don't have that far down the tree. All I'm going to be
so
doing...
you're trying to influence him to be positive towards you?
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to shape his thoughts. So, I mean, it's not foolproof, but it might help.
Roll force power check.
I forget, did we discover how you add a white and a dark thing to this? Is it L and D?
L and D, yeah.
Pins.
Yeah, it's L and D.
Nope, something bad happened. Okay, we'll just pretend that there's an extra dark. Let's see, how many
It's L and N.
L and N, that's weird.
Because D's for difficulty.
Okay, so I think it just costs one force point to change their emotions.
Yeah, so what emotion are you trying to... Although it depends on what... obviously you have to use dark to influence negative emotions.
I'm going to change it to... I'm going to use the light to change his emotion to friendly.
He says... He puts down his notepad and size and says, Hey, I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud here. I'll give you some leeway, but the job is a big one, and I think it's best for everyone if we discuss it with both of the Jedi involved.
I nod and say, okay. I say we'll grab Cedric, and then we can discuss this further.
Okay. So did you guys just like send the crates through the weapons system?
Yes. I also he knew that these were weapons.
Wait, what? No. He just said that they're going to put them in the weapon store.
Oh, okay.
Because it's safe and it's easy to access.
I thought he was putting them in the weapons storage because he assumed they were guns.
He might have done anyway, but
Are they guns?
don't know.
Charles, they're now going to ask for your weapons.
I'm gonna look at them, saying, I'm fine here right now. They're not.
No, we need you, man.
Well, have you come to me?
Yes, you're now all together.
They didn't
Oh.
just
They've
ask for the
explained
weapons
situation.
out of context.
Every 15 seconds they've been prodding him. Like, give us.
You
Please
don't want to
gamble.
waste. don't waste those 10 credits you spent.
I hand over both crates at once to one of them.
Okay, they send them through. But now we
Doesn't he
need your
drop
weapons.
them because they're really heavy?
No, there's like 3 of them, so but they handle it quite well.
Relatively.
But that's not what they were asking for. They already sent the crates.
Yeah.
They want your weapons.
And then I hand over my my sword, my lightsaber, and my blaster.
Okay, cool. And they put them through.
Okay,
don't
are
have
you a
anything else,
walking
right?
arsenal or something?
Yes, I am. I've had bad experiences with not having a weapon.
Oh, and one last thing they say, and they grab your arm and like put it next to a scanner and say, just so you don't set the metal detectors off.
I look at him sort of like weirdly, and then
He looks at the arm a little bit closer and says, "This is new kit. You're a well-connected man.
yes,
Just
I
got
am.
a few. Of
Thank
these
you.
else."
Dude, they're gonna knock you out and saw your arm off.
Okay, so do you all go back to the second bar?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so the individual leads you up through some stairs and to 2 like office doors, and he opens one of them and says, "Meet the boss. To go." And you see a hut sitting in an overly large
Yeah,
chair.
I figured it was a hut.
Wait, did you say his name was Tuco?
Yes.
So that's what the fuck is this place? Is like Reference City.
Marshall, my campaigns are Reference City.
That one is intentional, right?
It depends intentional to what.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, all these references I don't get from popular culture that I
Good, that's the point.
It's a point. Marshall's the only one that's supposed to get all of these.
Pretty much.
I feel so
in the-
isolated.
In the future,
Don't worry, I've had it for the last like.
In the future, I'll stop saying things so I won't break the illusion.
No, please do. I want to know how many references Putty just has in here.
I'm really certain this whole casino quest might be a reference to the Emeritus, but I don't know yet.
I hear you've been looking for Jackson Reaver.
Maybe.
I
I
find him.
nod. Oh? How is it that you've done that?
I'm not going to be able to give you all of the information because to do so would ruin our delicate business arrangement, but trust me, I know where he is.
Is there any proof that you can maybe possibly give us before we dive too far deep?
Thinks for a second and says, He shakes his head and says, "Unfortunately, there isn't, but I'm a trustworthy guy, right?
Can I roll as something to see if he's a trustworthy guy?
Why don't you roll like an average streetwise check?
Okay.
Huts who speak basic is rare.
Well, most huts actually are capable of understanding
use
and
the word
speaking it, but it's just that most huts choose not to. They can speak it. Success.
So you can definitely read this guy from a criminal perspective. He seems like a criminal. You've met many of them before, an underworld boss. Definitely no stranger to breaking the law and deceiving the authorities. But you can definitely tell he holds that honor among thieves attitude, and that he probably is a guy that sticks to his deals. Maybe he seems earnest at the very least.
I nod and say, "All right, we'll place our faith in this arrangement."
Excellent. Now, I'm gonna need something from you guys. And trust me, it's gonna help with your objectives too. Have you ever heard of the Jackers?
Oh, no.
Yes.
We've encountered them a few times, yes.
Yeah, criminal scum. They've been hijacking shipments from here to Corellia since as long as I can remember. And it's getting on my nerves. And we recently had a bit of a problem with one of those Jackers, a guy called Guilherme. We hired him to take care of a little problem we were having. And we did a little bit of research and we figured out that the guy we sent him to take care of is one of his old best friends. So we think we just got done. So what we're going to do is we're going to storm the Jacker satellite and take him out once and for all. Do the galaxy a favor.
Oh, we can
and
just...
we want some extra firepower.
Oh, no. He did that.
What were you asking Guilherme to do?
Should we tell him that we know Guilherme completed the job? Or I don't. I still think that maybe there was something else going on. But you guys know, because he told you guys explicitly what everything happened and what he did. So you guys know he completed the job.
Yeah.
I don't know shit, though. I'll just be like, oh, okay, well, I don't know about this, because I don't know.
What was that guy's name again?
Who's his?
The one that Guilherme... Jesse, that's the one. It's about Jesse.
Sorry, I missed that if there was a question or not.
So is this about Jesse?
He says, who?
How many fucking guys does Guilherme have to kill?
I don't know the punk kid's name. All I know is that when we did a bit more research, he was a jacker himself. So, and you know what? It doesn't even matter. That's just a trigger point. These are criminal scum, and they're hurting our profit margins. And quite frankly, they're criminals that need to be taken out, and we're going to do the Republic of
I don't necessarily want to discourage you from performing this mission, but if it's any solace to you, I do have information on Guilherme.
What kind of information?
The kind where I pause for a second and say, he completed the job.
Yeah.
He killed the kid.
Turning on their own. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we got more problems with the Jacker than just that one incident.
Well,
they're a blight to this quarter.
I say, well, I have no issue with completing this mission. If it changed your mind, I felt you should know.
The Republic won't do anything about those damn Jackers, and quite frankly, they're hurting everyone's business. It's hard to be a legitimate businessman around Corellia these days.
I nod. Definitely very hard.
I mean, they deal in luxury goods, right? Not the shitty stuff. We deal in luxury goods. We're always getting jacked. I'm sick of getting jacked off.
Oh my god. This is the best thing ever.
That's the only reason they're called the Jackers, just for that line.
This is literally just been a setup for that line. I say, I look to the other two and say, are you two okay with doing this?
So we are storming exactly what?
A
What's the
criminal
badger?
base.
The Jacker's satellite. It's a little ways away from Corellia, completely off the grid, but we know where it is.
I look over at Kasari and say, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know why this is such a hard decision, he says. This would be great justice for the galaxy.
I mean, he's not wrong. The methods used might be questionable, but the result is definitely a plus.
I don't know. I like the Jackers. They're nice guys.
Do the people that get robbed think they're nice?
Well, fuck them. They're all aristocrats. Apparently, they steal mainly luxury goods.
Oh, so Kasari's a communist.
No, an anarchist.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
stealing is still stealing.
Well, yeah, but
This
that's
is the
kind
guys
of
who just stole a bunch of flamethrowers.
that's kind of a useless terminology. I mean, we steal shit all the
Yes,
time.
stealing is very bad. Don't
No,
ever
we
steal.
are
Stealing
acquire.
is still stealing, and Brexit means Brexit.
I'm just saying stealing is not an interesting thing to say. It's meaningless. Shut the fuck up. Make a real point.
Wow!
It is still against the law, Kasari.
So, what if the law said we should murder babies? Would you follow it? We're Jedi. We
To a
should
T.
look. I'm just saying, we're Jedi. We should be beyond the law. We should decide what to do based on our own compasses, based on the
So
Force.
it's treason then.
Yeah, it is treason then.
I look and say, look, I don't want to interrupt with the whole Jedi rise up and overthrow the Republic thing that's going on right now. But, these are criminals and they do hurt people.
So you hear the Hut getting a message on his telecom, and then he turns to you, Sless, and says, "Hey, we were a little nosy. I hope you don't mind. But what are you doing with a box of rations and a box of stim packs?"
What the fuck, man? Holy shit, we have stim packs? I'm bleeding out my goddamn ears.
He's talking about the crates that we had.
Yeah, I know. Wait, by the way, Charles, do you have stim packs?
Yes, I do.
Could I take a couple?
I say,
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I kind of whispered down, I kind of say, so those weren't what we were looking for. Knew I should have just opened them. I look at him and say, technically speaking, I'm on another job right now that involves hunting down a missing shipment, you could say.
Oh, I bet I know who's responsible for that if it has anything to do with this city. The fucking Atlas family.
oh, I thought he was gonna say the Jackers.
I say, oh, the Atlas family?
Yeah, always looking to get new fucking guns to come storm this place is what they're doing. A bunch of thugs is what they are.
Would they perhaps have brought in recently a Republic shipment?
I don't know the ins and outs of their shipping, but if guns go missing, it's probably them. Or those jackoffs up in the satellite.
Well, they might be
Oh.
assholes, but they have the best apartment store in all of Rapture, so I like them. They're not bad.
I say, well, after we're done with this Jacker business, would you like us to possibly storm Atlas?
Oh, that's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. No.
Should we jack Atlas off? Who are we jacking off?
We are not jacking off anyone, Kasari.
If we instigate things with the Atlas family, the blanks are gonna come down hard on us. Don't want to
Oh, no, I'm not talking about full-blown instigation. Oh,
No. I'm talking about possibly having us sneak in and destabilize things a bit.
I'm liking the sound of this.
I look over at Sless and say, we don't usually do the destabilizing thing, we usually do the stabilizing thing.
Oh, so you want a criminal family to keep running this place?
Revolution! I say, firing up my guns.
I am saying nothing.
I say,
I don't have all the information.
look, all I'm saying is that we sneak in, and if they have the Republic shipment that we're looking for, then, well, no one's going to miss them.
Look,
Certainly not these people.
by the sounds of things, the less I know about this, the better. And if anything happens with the Atlas
Oh,
family,
don't worry. It's official business for the Republic. That's what we'll
Well,
say.
I don't work with the Republic. You hear? That's Sal's business. You can fuck off with your Republic
Wait,
shit.
what the fuck? There's a guy named Sal here?
Does he say that out loud?
No, I say that in my head. Kasari doesn't say that, but...
I say, oh, don't worry. We're not asking you to associate with us or anything.
So what about the Jacker business? You want to storm the satellite and get your friend, or what?
I'm down.
Well, they are criminals, so...
yeah, but...
Keep in mind, this ain't gonna be no goody two-shoes cop arrest business. We're going there to take names.
So once again, I mean, if we are just pointing fingers at people who are quote-unquote criminals, we are basically engaging in a paradox here.
Yes.
We have to have a better reason for doing it besides they're criminals.
Slush has a very good reason. He's going to get paid at the end of the day.
God damn it. Okay, Kasari's like running around in circles in her head, in mental circles. She's just like, oh, I don't know. She says,
Look, Sless has one goal in life: to pay off his debts and do good. And by killing evil people, he's doing good.
The Hut waves his hand and says, look, it's clearly a very difficult decision for y'all. I can't give you much more information unless you make the decision, but I have time. We're not going to do anything for the next couple of days. You're free to hang out. Hey, I'll put your names into the database. Free admission. You can come in here and tell me whenever you want.
Here's 50 chips to go on the tables. Have a fun time.
No.
Aw, damn it.
Not that generous.
Yeah, we can always come... We can definitely go and think about this. But yeah, let's deal with this shipment first,
No,
Sless.
Let's find a place to store the shipment, then let's go to the Force Cave. Or, while Sless is doing the shipment, we could go to the Force Cave.
Oh, Mr.
No,
Ross.
that's the wrong shipment.
Trandoshan, would you be willing to part with your shipment, by the way? We offer good money.
I say, well, I'm not paid to return that shipment to the Republic, so how much?
5,000 credits for the pair.
Whoa.
I nod and say, okay.
And he opens up a safe, and you can see a pile of credits in this safe, as well as a few bars of gold and diamonds and jewels and such, and some weird shit that you can't quite figure out what it is. And he picks out a tiny credit stick from this pile, and then closes the safe and gives it to you.
I nod and say, do you wish to split the credits? I mean, you definitely carried it, Cedric, so...
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of it. Sure.
Okay, let's put it...
666. No, yeah, 1,666.66 each.
Okay, who wants to have 167 credits?
Fight to the death to the side!
We'll give that one extra credit to Cedric for carrying it all this way on his pinky.
How much am I getting then?
1,667 credits.
So, Kasari grew up on the streets, and then she went to a Jedi temple. She's probably never seen this much money in her whole life in her hands. She's pretty excited.
Cedric doesn't think it's that much money.
Cedric is a prick. Sorry, though.
Merkava, meanwhile, is like, oh, that's my interest I got this month.
I say also, oh, never mind. I don't have enough the money enough to pay back the guy I owe. I was going to be very racist and ask him if he knew another hut.
Wow. Well, he does know another hut, but not that hut.
Any weird guys like you out there? Any strange people?
You all know each other, right?
You're all the same.
You're all part of the hut family, right?
Yeah, all Zabraks are evil, right?
You have like a telepathic hive mind. You can communicate with them from a distance.
I mean,
What are you guys gonna do now?
I guess we're... Well, I'm
Force
certainly
cave.
investigating the Atlas Corporation.
Not corporation, it's a family. God damn you.
Okay.
The-
Atlas family.
Oh shit! It's another,
Yeah,
I'm gonna focus.
I think we
I'm
go to the
obsessed
fourth
with
cave.
The Force cave. I really want to find out what's in the cave.
Yeah.
I'll ship myself there if I have to. I don't even know what that
yeah.
is.
I'm going there too.
Slash, are you okay to go with them since it's 2-on-1 and then do your stuff later, or do you want to split?
I mean, I guess the shipment, if it is in there, isn't going anywhere, so...
Unless it has legs like those creatures.
Oh,
shit.
man.
It's a beholder
The
shipment.
only thing I'm thinking about why I wouldn't want to go is I feel like it's like a lot of Jedi mumbo jumbo weird cave shit. That Sless feels like.
Hey, but you know, there's a reward for stopping whatever's attacking the caravans.
Oh yeah, that's true. I say okay.
Yeah, but the reward isn't the reward from the Atlas family?
That's
Yeah.
what we hear.
So we can
So it's a
stealth
good- it's a
into
good
the Atlas
in if
family.
If you want to like murder all these people, it's
Well, they'll pay us, and then we steal their shit and
Yeah.
kill them.
Yeah, it's a way to get inside the Atlas family
let's Game of
without.
Thrones this shit. Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah, way to get inside without like having to kill people going in.
Well, I was just planning on sneaking in.
Let's hire a bunch of crossbowmen.
So you guys head back to where you were in the cave, and there's nothing much has changed. It's still really fucking dark, although the fragments of the crystalline creatures you killed are still scattered.
Before we go further, I do want to use a stim pack.
Okay. Recover 5 wounds. And you can tell.
Actually, I'll take a stim pack.
Oh, I want to take another, actually.
Oh,
Okay, both of you recover 4 wounds.
fuck it. Give me another.
That's all my stim packs.
I have a few more. So I gave one to Kasari, I remember.
You give me 2. And
I
now you're
gave you
giving me a 3rd. I'm hooked.
Okay, so
Okay, that's enough. That's enough stim packing for you, Kasari.
I was bleeding out of my face.
are you guys going deeper into the cave?
Yes.
Okay, you're about to arrive at kind of where you feel the presence is coming from, but you notice that within the next circular room, there are kind of 2 more of these dormant husk creatures, and in the middle, where you think the force power energy might be coming from, is a giant crystal.
I also assume we pick up our weapons when we went out.
Collection.
No, you don't have your weapons on you. You forgot. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh, I was
you
gonna
got
say,
your weapons.
I'm pissed if that's how that works. We didn't roleplay that shit at all.
Yeah, you got them.
Okay. Is there anything else besides the crystal?
Yeah, there are 2 dormant crystalline husks in the
Oh.
room and 1 giant crystal in the middle.
Does the crystal look similar to the crystalline husks crystals, or does it look different?
Looks the same, but a lot bigger.
Well,
By the
I'm
way,
gonna slip on my
I'm going
mask
to
again.
stay in the back and point and keep aim on one of the crystalline husks that are dormant. I'm basically ready to have to shoot at one.
I could really surprise it jumping into the middle and flashing at them. Because we're going to have to take those things out.
We can try Kasari's approach of peace again.
I don't think that's going to work. No offense to you, Kasari. These things seem to be a bit more ravenous.
I could use force influence to try to calm them down.
You do what you want, Jedi. I'm gonna just keep pointed.
Do you want to try that, Kasari?
I'm going to slip into the shadows as she wants, if she wants to do this.
Okay, are you going to approach just one of the husks?
Yeah.
Okay. So he begins to grow active again. His crystal begins to light up. And then he notices you. Why don't you roll a force power check to see if you can influence him?
I shit all over this dude. Boom!
Boom.
Okay. So I am going to... Can I use multiple points to, like, do the other guy as well?
He's not really active, so you can't sense his force energy.
Yeah, true.
Moment,
I'm going to put upon this person of the emotion of tranquility.
Okay, so what you notice is as you try to influence his mind and his thoughts, the influence of the force on him agitates him and makes him wilder and more like... It seems to irritate these creatures, as if the presence of the force makes them more aggressive and angry. However, your tranquility does give you a few moments where if you were to slip back into the shadows, he probably wouldn't notice you were ever there.
I do that.
Okay. And then he begins to grow dormant again as the crystal loses its light.
Kasari.
So this big crystal thing is probably causing them to get real pissed.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Kasari, we need to take out that crystal or get it away from here. Because whatever it...
Is it so big that logistically it wouldn't fit into my collection?
Oh yeah, it's like maybe 15 foot tall. It's like to the roof of the thing.
Destroy it, we must.
You're just destroying force crystals recently, right?
What?
You're used to destroying force sensitive rocks lately, right?
I've become an expert at it. An old hand.
Can I...
Well, actually, do I feel the dark side coming from the crystal?
From the big one in the middle?
Yeah.
No,
from the presence anywhere besides, of course, Charles.
The presence you've been feeling is not dark side.
I don't know. I mean, this room. I mean, does it feel neutral, light side?
It feels like the force.
The force.
It doesn't feel dark.
Okay. I say, I don't know. This is not necessarily an evil place. I feel that just destroying this crystal may have undoable consequences. Jesus, on the
you're out.
Irreversible. Is that the word? Is that the word you're looking for?
Irreversible. No, I prefer the triple negative, undoable. It's not undoable. Anyway,
Putty, can I have a look at this crystal and see if it's like, has it been playset or is it literally just like naturally grown out of this thing?
It's probably too dark. You have binoculars though, right?
Yeah, I have electro binoculars.
Why don't you make an average perception check to see if you can make it out? You can't see enough of it to figure it out, unfortunately. Although I will mention that both Kasari and Cedric, you feel that the entire crystal here is not emitting a force presence. That only a certain, like only a smaller section of it is. Well, you can't pinpoint it.
It's strange that only part of it is. Might not necessarily be the crystal itself. Maybe something on or inside of it.
Yeah. Still there.
I'm gonna. Is that section like close to one of the?
You can't pinpoint it, like I said. You don't know where it's coming from.
Maybe
it might be best
cover it in a blanket and stop bothering everyone.
I don't think that's how the Force works, Kasari.
It's a joke.
Are you sure?
Probably commented say, so are you guys going to hurry up and shoot at whatever's agitating these things, or what are we doing?
Your face is agitating them, Sless.
I think the best course of action is to take out the things
Very
again.
insulting from someone who called me a slut yesterday.
Do I hear that? Do you say that out loud?
I whisper it, at least.
Oh, okay.
And I will also say that it was probably a 2-day journey to Quarzite, so it's been like 3 days since that happened.
Wait. Quick question, Pud.
Yeah.
Did I get a chance to heal my crits during that journey?
You have any on the journey?
I had one, a daunting crit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
With 2 nights with the medical droids, we'll just say it's healed.
Oh, sweet baby. I'm so excited to start vomiting blood in the cave.
Now you have a new crit. It's called vomiting blood.
Yeah, I get it a lot. It heals
So,
as soon as I stop vomiting blood.
So I think the best way to go about this is we're gonna have to closer inspect the crystal. We might have to take out the creatures.
It saddens me, but I think you're right. Yeah, we should target that.
So are the creatures together or further apart?
Very far apart.
Very far apart.
So far that maybe they wouldn't notice if we took out one. I'm asking.
Well,
like
only one activated.
Why don't you make like isn't there a tactics knowledge skill? What's it called?
Warfare.
Well,
warfare.
Knowledge warfare.
But that skill is only implemented in the Rebel game. That's not in Force and Destiny.
Okay, just make an education check then, like an average one, or perception. I'll let you choose.
Who's making this?
Well, you're the one who asked the question, so I presume Kasari is wondering it.
Okay, cool. I will. My head strains a little bit. How many? What are we looking like with Destiny?
I think it's 1 light side planet at the moment.
Oh, that's it? Oh shit. Okay.
I'll upgrade this check though. 1 challenge, 1 purple, and
Oh, god damn it. Oh,
Yeah.
you did it before the check was over.
No, I put it in
Okay.
to see what it is. So it hasn't actually changed anything.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I failed, but good things happened.
Yeah. So as you're looking deeply into the area of this cave, and you're trying to figure out, will one notice, one will. You're trying to use your experience from the previous fights. You're trying to figure it out. You're doing maths and sums and calculations, but you get distracted halfway through your calculations and can't finish it because you notice. Can't figure out if they're too far apart, but you notice that the big crystal in the middle is in a divot on the floor that looks almost identical to the divot that the other crystals have been coming out of. You also notice that there are a number of tiny kind of egg-shaped crystals scattered on the floor of the room.
This is a hatchery.
This is the mama.
Oh no. This is not good.
And the mama's force sensitive.
Is the mama force sensitive, or is something on the mama force sensitive?
Well, what the what is it? A mom who wears force sensitive clothing? Like what?
It could do. Could be wearing a necklace or something.
Cedric is so well versed in the Force.
I have seen some stuff.
There was one in the hotel room with this weird ritual with a necklace involved. All right, don't question me.
There actually was that at one point.
That's the best way to tell someone you know what you're talking about. I've seen shit, man.
I've seen it, man.
Okay. Look, man. It's what do you guys want to do?
I say we shoot this and claim our money.
I'm feeling this thing's gonna be really fucking mean.
Yeah, but because I remember we're really fucking mean.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be really, really mean. Like, I don't know. I was originally warned going into this series that there were certain paths we should not walk down. I think this might be one of them. Maybe we just should, I don't know, walk away.
Well, look.
That's a very meta knowledge there, Marshall.
We are.
Okay, I'll use meta knowledge when I think we might die. Okay, I think we might all die. This thing's fucking huge. The babies were already bashing us around like kittens. Okay,
They weren't bashing us around like kittens.
Look,
you literally got thrown across the room.
No, that was
No,
me.
that was
okay.
Sless. I've taken like 1 point of damage from them, I think.
They were
No, I
barely
haven't even taken
targeting
damage.
you, though.
That is true, and I'm probably close to you on the highest DPS, but
Just realized you both probably outclassed me at both DPS and taking damage.
No, I think you do more DPS on low soak targets than Kasari does.
Probably.
But yeah, she will beat you on the soak targets because, yeah.
yeah. And I am just a fucking tank on like stuff that doesn't have like breach and like doesn't have insane amounts of
At
pierce.
least I have auto fire if I ever,
Yeah.
get my weapon off, and I don't need to, remove the 2 billion strain I have on me.
So-
all times.
We can either try
How much
and
strain do you have right now?
find
9, I take 2 more and I pass out.
Okay, I'll mention this early. I'm going to end the session at the conclusion of how you deal with the situation. But are you guys okay with staying a little over the hour if you guys take a while on this?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're gonna fart on him.
So we can either try and locate where that force sensitivity is coming from, because it seems to be only a small amount. But if things get hairy, we just run the hell away.
I'm going to just guess it's probably breeding season, and then they're obviously more agitated.
Yeah, I mean, so I say we, and that's the other thing. We know that these things have been on this planet for forever, and this just started recently. So it's not just that they exist.
It's breeding series.
Yeah, no, but it's certainly been breeding season in the past many times, and they if that was what it is, they would have been like, oh, we know what it is. There's this breeding season. It happens like every so and so, and it's like it's cyclic.
What if it takes a really long time and it hasn't happened in generations?
It's possible,
did the pretty picture books tell me about the sexual reproduction cycles of these creatures?
Why don't, since you're all wondering about it, why don't you all roll up daunting xenology check?
Nope.
No.
Marshmallow. Come on, Marshmallow.
Here we go. Can you feel the force?
Yes,
Force
I can.
is with me.
So, Charles, you are convinced that creatures of this nature always have really long breeding cycles. They live for 200 years, so they breed once every 50 years. So you're convinced that they always have these really long breeding cycles. Toe, you're not really sure what's going on with these creatures, but you know that it's possible that creatures could have really long breeding cycles, but it's not the common thing you've seen with most creatures. Whereas Marshall, you recognize the type of creature these are, and you know that they do tend to have quite long breeding cycles, but you know from what you've read, although it does strain you, and you gain 3 stress just thinking about all this
my head, blood!
this animal sex, all this animal sex.
Oh, God. Why did they
you know
put that in the picture book?
you know, a breeding cycle over 10 years would be very uncommon for creatures of this type.
Like,
Okay,
it's got to have a breeding cycle of like 50 odd years.
I completely disagree. I highly doubt it even has a breeding cycle over 10 years.
Are you sure? I mean,
the picture books told me.
I mean,
They're
it's
picture
rare,
books,
but
sorry.
Oh, so you're saying picture books can't be well researched? You racist motherfucker!
Oh, is that racist?
Towards
Yeah, how
people
is
who
that
can't read.
Oh, those are my favorite race of people.
So anyway,
Okay.
fine. We'll call it an ableist motherfucker, but still. But yeah,
I shake my head a little bit.
after we had that
But
dramatic confrontation,
even so,
I'm just saying. Even if so, let's go with your theory. Let's say it's a 50-year occurrence. How long has civilization been on this planet? Probably. I mean, do we know that just off the top of our heads? Like how long?
Probably not. Probably not
Probably
less
longer.
than 50 years.
Sorry, what did you say, buddy?
Yeah, like probably like 80, maybe just over.
80 years? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
fuck!
good.
Well, that's very inconvenient.
Well, actually, that's how long the Republic has been here. That's how long that like there's been communication set up. You know that the Belusians and you know that the Belusians are native to this planet, and you also know that there might be another species, but you don't really know much about that one.
The Belusians are working with the Republic, right? Because we've seen them. They're
working with the Republic, but Quarzite is not a Republic planet by any means at all. It's independent.
I get
It's
that.
not
I
trying
get
to
that.
be.
So,
Yeah.
what I mean, so they've been here for thousands, millions of years. The Belusians.
They have, but like their recorded sentience began about 100 years ago.
What the fuck? They just became sentient 100 years ago? That's crazy.
That's the next stage of their evolution.
Well, it's just like it
Well,
just
they
started.
evolve faster than those Wookiees.
Okay.
That's
Dang.
So
Marshall,
barring any
that's
genocide,
recorded sentience. That's recorded sentience. So you know.
yeah, whatever. I mean,
We're still waiting on the Wookiees.
I just think-
Kato's not
I
going to be
just-
happy.
I just think whatever this is, it's not directly caused by these creatures. I think something is upsetting them. Perhaps, I mean, well, we already know that the Force upsets them, and there's something Force sensitive on that, so maybe it's that thing that's upsetting them. Maybe maybe the mother is wearing a necklace.
Yeah, like, it's a possibility.
I
Like,
wish we could
I think
tunnel
it's-
into the earth.
Wish I
say
could
we
be a rock
kill them and
elemental
ask
right now.
questions later.
I, for once, I actually have to agree with Sless. Like, we might just have to.
What do you mean for once?
For
once.
You guys love killing things.
Words out of my mouth.
Like, it's one of our main
Sless
solutions.
begins to mark some more symbols onto his arm as if he's keeping count.
Of what?
Oh, you know what?
Of kills?
For the scorekeeper.
Wait, what? Is there like a religion you follow where there's a great scorekeeper in the sky and he only lets you into heaven if you have the most score?
Yes, that is the Trandoshan religion.
And if you haven't diligently kept it, you're fucked.
Yes.
It's rough. Man, I hate note taking. I totally forget half the time. Okay, so
So, the plan is get in there, try and figure out what is causing the Force.
Also,
Energy.
you saying that, Marshall, makes me feel like you never even read my character's backstory. I mentioned the scorekeeper several
man,
times.
did you not, Marshall? It's so tragic. It's actually really good.
that sounds somewhat sarcastic.
It's not.
I don't know if I should feel insulted right now.
I genuinely think it was good.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I say, yeah. I mean, we got to figure out what it is. I think whatever that Force thing is, it bothers these creatures. They hate the Force.
Yeah, and I think whatever we do, we're probably gonna provoke the big thing.
Well,
Big
but if we
version.
can find out what it is, we might be able to destroy it, and that will stop the provocation.
Or
Yeah.
we can kill it, and that will also stop the provocation.
Okay, I still
don't
think
think it
that
will.
this thing might kill us. Like, I'm a little worried about that. But yeah, let's do it.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, I'm
it's
sure
run-
you have enough score.
Kasari, it's run
you need the
in, run
scorekeeper.
out. We don't have to kill it. Okay, I'm gonna
So-
slip my mask on and
So I guess we're just
Cross my
charging and
fingers.
screaming like a horde of animals.
no, I'm gonna try and stealth in, and then jump up onto the crystal.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Genuinely going to try to do that.
I don't know. It was actually a genuine suggestion that I could
Then
do.
do it.
Believe in yourself.
Okay, alright.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stealth as close to it as I can.
Okay, we'll start with that then. That is going to be 3 challenge dice, my friend. Stealth check.
Uh-oh, this is not good. This is really not gonna be good, guys. Holy! Okay.
So you
I
get
did-
right up to... Wait, what were you trying to get up to?
The big crystal.
Okay, you get right up to the big crystal, so close you could touch it, and nothing in the room seems to have noticed you. However, as you're walking, you do kind of mini-trip. You catch yourself. You see the 2 husk creatures don't seem to be activating. However, as you're close to the crystal, you notice a dim glow appear within the big crystal.
Okay. Now I'm really close to it. Am I able to feel the force from any particular area on the crystal?
Make a perception check. It's going to be hard. You strain yourself. Take 1 strain.
Okay.
Where that glow is coming from, deep within the crystal, is where you think the force energy is coming from. From this angle, you can't see any way to get at it without breaking into the crystal.
This is not good. I'm gonna sort of, as quietly as I can, whisper back, saying, "I think it's in the crystal."
Make a 3 challenge dice stealth check. You hear reverberating around the cave. I think it's in the crystal! And dim lights begin to emerge from the husks around you as the one that you saw in the big crystal grows bigger.
Not good. I'm just gonna slash at the big crystal, trying to cut my way through to the
No!
my
Okay.
way through to the force energy.
Okay, you make a lightsaber melee check, and everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
I'm assuming cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew this was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, don't roll yet. Don't roll yet.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, wait, you can roll, but not.
Yeah.
points. Damn it, Marshall! I said.
Oh, sorry.
Now you can roll. Oh, don't let you dice roller likes the amount of init rolls we're doing.
It needs time to process it.
Fuck it. So how much damage did you do, Charles?
I did 11 damage, and I'm going to try and crit it as well.
You sick fuck. Actually, no, I'm not gonna let you crit it outside of combat. That was an out of combat attack.
Okay,
Lost
then
my pen.
then
Lost my-
may I also increase my defense and add a boost to the next player?
No, because those are all in combat things.
Oh, those are in combat things. What could I do with that for advantage? is there anything now?
Very little. I can't think of it. You could recover strain.
I'll recover 4 strain then.
Guys, this is not good. I've lost my pen at the start of a combat encounter. It seems like the worst possible thing to have occurred.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll find it.
I can think
I
of
don't
something,
think I will.
I can think of something worse
Use
than
the force.
I can think of something worse than you losing your pen, Putty.
Uh-huh.
The Holocaust.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, you dropped that very low very quickly.
11 damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay, you slash through and you get a good enough kind of opening to see the crystal, like a smaller purple force-sensitive crystal within the crystal, and it's now within your reach. But this thing sprouts legs and arms and starts moving.
By the way, you're definitely going to be not suitable for most advertisers after the Holocaust comment.
Okay, I'm gonna try and run around my room finding a pen. Whoever's first on the initiative order, figure out what you're gonna do by the time I come back.
So who wants to go first?
Well, I could.
I recommend that it should be the person who gets a bonus die if he shoots people who haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you go.
Okay.
Do you
I
want to
already
go
know.
for the ones at like the far sides? Because they're far away from people.
Isn't the big one also awake and moving around?
I can't tell if it's a big one or is there a force sensitive one inside the big one. Big crystal. We'll have to talk to Puddy about it.
Indeed.
So what's going on?
I failed to find my pen. Let's just start it.
Okay. I'm going first, by the way, Putty.
Okay.
So is there a big crystal in the middle of the room, or is it just the force-sensitive crystal that's moving around?
No, it's the big crystal that's moving around. You can tell it's a husk.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll shoot at that one because it looks the most frightening.
All right, it's got.
Also, Puddy, am I classified within engage with the big crystal?
Yes.
Does it make a fear check?
If it does, it was done privately.
Oh no. This ain't good.
So yeah, I'm at the. I didn't really approach the crystals. I'm probably at like the beginning of the room. So how far away am I?
Yeah, I'd probably say medium range from everything, so it'll be a 2 difficulty shot.
Okay.
So both of which will be challenge dice, and it has 1 range defense. So.
I'm going to use precise aim to take 1 strain and reduce its range defense.
Okay.
By 1.
And you also, it hasn't acted yet, so you get your boost.
Yep. And what am I rolling against?
2 challenge dice, because it has 2
Okay.
actions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Triumph. So
How much
can
damage do you do?
I do 10. Can I use that triumph to activate a crit, or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be crit plus 10 because I have lethal blows.
Very nice. Roll that crit. How much damage do you say you did again?
10.
Okay. It's got a stinger.
Ooh. What a great roll.
Is that
I think
the
Harder for it to kill you guys for the next check.
It's better than the one that
Congrats.
deals 1 strain.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okie doke. In it next.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take this next. So the crit is 4 sensitive crystals inside of it, right?
Yeah.
What would it take for me to Is it like lodged in, or is it just there?
You don't really know without getting your hand in there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grab the crystal and wrench it out with my metal arm.
Only your action. Okay, with your metal arm. Okay.
The crystal has anti-metal properties.
Make a daunting athletics check.
I get 2 XP for this, for my athletics, because I'm wearing shoulder pads.
Your shower heirloom. Everyone gets a shower heirloom. Where the fuck did that pen go?
That was daunting, right?
Yeah.
I love how it's like, this is the only goddamn pen you own.
It is right now.
And I'm going to use Enhance Ability as well.
Okay, I'm going to upgrade one of the dice tips on this dice roller.
Honestly, if you're that broke, you could just find pens on the ground at most universities.
I'm not broke. I just want to, like, you know.
It's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to spend the two success and gain advantage.
Okay, so you notice as you put your hand in that it's a little rough and it's gonna take both your hands to lodge it out, but you know for a fact that if you put both your hands in there, you'll be able to do it. Do you do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you put both your hands in, you wrench, and with your metal arm, you rip out the crystal, but your fleshy arm is still stuck inside, and the crystal comes down on top of your fleshy arm.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
So again?
He put his arm within a crack in the big crystal. The crack is now closed on his flesh arm.
Oh, fuck!
You can't feel your arm anymore.
Charles,
you lost your second arm. You're slowly becoming a cyborg.
he's already become one, basically.
This is not good, guys.
He's more machine than man now.
From what you can see, Charles, your arm is still attached. But you're not getting it out of there right now.
Okay, so with this crystal crushed on me, I'm going to attempt to, make a defensive position. Is that one of the things?
It is, but I'm not going to let you make a defensive position when you're hanging from the boss.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Since you have the crystal in your possession, I guess I'll share it with you guys now.
Oh, another addition to my collection.
Ooh.
Shared with you guys now. So yeah, you have the crystal, and so one of the big crystalline husks, fully activated, walks up to the big crystal, puts its hand on it, and you feel the light draining from one of the big crystal, the medium-sized now, since you've seen a bigger one, but the old big ones. Crystalline husk, the light drains and pumps in to the big crystal, and then the old one goes dormant.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
The other medium-sized crystalline husk does the same. So you're now just fighting the big crystal, but the two medium-sized have kind of put themselves into it, as it were.
It's your turn, Kasari.
Okay. I'm gonna stab this big ugly motherfucker in the face. Whoop-pow!
Pacifist no more.
What?
Pacifist no more.
Nope. Not strictly speaking. She learned that principles like that get you fucking maimed. Trying to think what I want to do. Yeah, I am going to just attack. I'm not going to inflict strain on anyone because I don't want to give Charles even more of a rough time than he's already having.
You just attacking?
Yeah.
What I would say, Marshall, is I'm on 3 strain.
What range am I from the creature?
You started at medium.
Okay, I will spend 1 maneuver moving into short, short, and I'll spend a second maneuver, spending 2 strain to get into engaged.
No problemo. It is 2 adversary, so two challenge dice, and it has 1 melee defense.
Go on, Kasari. Whack 'em 1.
I don't know. This might be tough. Oh!
Oh! How much damage are you doing?
I'm doing the good damage. Yeah, so I'm doing 7 wounds.
Okay. And what are you doing with your other shit?
Should I crit it?
Like, at this point, I've got to get my arm out, so you might as well draw some attention.
Well, I don't know. Could I somehow use the triumph to help him get his arm out?
You can upgrade me.
You could try cutting around that area, but even with the triumph, I would say that there is some risk involved with that.
You want me to try?
I mean, what's the worst case scenario? You lose another arm?
Cauterize the wound, buddy. I can do this.
But you don't have any gunpowder.
Give me the go-ahead.
Go for it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Alright.
I'm gonna use the triumph to try to cut his arm out, and I'm gonna use the... I'll think of what to do with the advantage after you tell me what happened. Well, I'm gonna use the advantage... I'm gonna use 1 of the advantage to throw a boost to the next active player. I'm gonna spend 2 of the advantage to crit.
Marshall, I want you to roll just 1 force dice.
Oh no.
You cut his arm off. But it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
He falls to the ground, engaged with the creature, without an arm.
Is the wound cauterized?
Yeah, the wound gets cauterized. He is in no way impaired, other than the fact that he no longer has an arm.
I hope to get quite far without having both my arms metal. Thanks, Kasari.
I mean, look.
You gave him the go-ahead.
You gave me the go-ahead. I was given the go-ahead. You winked at me, remember? Anyway, I'm gonna crit. Does he have a crit on him already?
No.
Okay.
No.
Wait, no, yeah, he does. He does have the crit. He had the stinger from Sless, so add another 10.
Yeah.
That's 27. Is that another stinger? It is another stinger. Yeah.
Oh man.
The double stinger.
The stingers pile on. No,
So
27.
stunned.
No. 27 is discouraging wound. Flip
Yeah.
Flip
I was
1 dark
confused.
side destiny point to light side.
I was confused because
Versus NPC.
Toe rolled a 27 base before modifiers, but it was 37 after modifiers. So flip 1 to the light side?
Yeah, flip a dark
Yep.
to light.
So it's an encouraging wound.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that you cut off one of our allies' arms. That's not so encouraging of a
I
wound.
thought we were gonna have to do this to Merkaba.
Is that the end of your turn, Marshall?
Well, yeah, and remember, I threw a boost to the next active allied player, but yeah.
Okay. Alright. Roll that in it next for me. Alright. The creature, having been stung once too many times, and now possessing one of Cedric's arms,
And now discouraged
is going to...
because of his wound.
Also, Cedric, you're not wielding your lightsaber at the moment, because you have the crystal in your only active arm.
Oh yeah.
So the big-ass crystal husk is now going to try to punch you in the face.
Okay.
You have 3 melee defense, right?
3 melee defense.
Holy shit, you're like Datara. You just don't even give
Oh
a
no,
shit.
2 melee defense because I
Oh,
upgraded it
lightsaber.
last time.
Does your lightsaber give you defense too, or is it just your...
No, my armor gives me defense and armor master, improved armor master.
Okay, so it gives you a giant wallop in the face and is going to deal 13 damage to you.
So that's... I'm taking 4 wounds.
Okay.
Because I can't parry, and I can't use improved parry, because I don't have my lightsaber. Oh.
So quality strike to the face, but you're generally quite okay. And that's the end of its turn.
Can I take this turn?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
So, can I pocket the crystal and pick up my lightsaber?
Yes.
And then I am going to whack the creature with fury.
Again, your check is going to be upgraded in difficulty by 1 because you no longer have another arm to keep yourself balanced. So otherwise, it's got 2 adversaries. So 2 challenge, 1 difficulty, and 1 setback.
Don't forget the boost from Marshall.
Finally, we have someone in the party who will remember those things, because the rest of us forget all.
Yep. Yep, and it's not classed as multiple opponents. Let's go for it. Yes! I do 14 damage.
Okay.
Crit the bastard.
I'm gonna do a crit, so that's... so it's already got 2 crits, so that's plus 10. I'm using 1 to activate the crit, so that's plus 60 crit. Oh no, because I've got Vicious, that's a plus 70 crit.
Roll it.
The revenge.
That is so ironic.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you carve through the left side.
Not irony. No, it's
It's poetic
Carved
justice.
the left side of its body, sending its left arm appendage flying across the room. But also on that left side of the body, you free up your once attached arm, and it falls to the floor.
I sort of look at the arm, look at my shoulder, look at the arm,
The
look at
arm
my
is
shoulder.
pretty fucked. It's kind of weird to look at. It's squished. It like you were really muscly, but those muscles look really condensed and kind of shrunken now that it's been into a grinder.
I'm sure we can
Guys,
put it
just a
back
suggestion: don't put fleshy arms inside giant crystal.
I say, don't worry, Cedric. I'm sure it's going to grow back soon enough. And then I pause for a second. I say, oh wait, I forgot to.
I sort of look over at him and sort of shake my head in like.
Okay, if that's the end of your turn, can you hit an X for me?
It's not my fault you weren't born with superior genes. Superior Trandoshan genes.
Okay, so now that kind of that separating event happened, the creature looks at both you and Kasari and decides to attack Kasari instead.
Oh,
wait, no,
is
it's
it?
player
it's
turn.
player
It's our
It's player
turn. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it. if that's okay, Marshall.
Sounds good with me.
Okay. And what am I rolling against?
You're rolling, if you're still at medium range, you're rolling against 2 challenge dice and a setback.
And a setback now?
It's got range defense unless you, because you removed the range.
Oh, yeah, fuck. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to take an extra strain because then I'll pass out. All right.
Uh-oh!
Oh, no.
So you're really worried as you look down the barrel of your gun. You're like, you know, it hasn't fired. It hasn't fired in a while. Maybe the sand's still in there. Maybe
just
the sand's
fired.
Pull the yeah, but you know, you don't know. You don't know if it's going to trigger again, and you get really stressed, really strained. You do take 2 strain, but you do fire. How much damage do you do?
10.
Are you doing 10 all the time?
Yes.
Wait,
How-
is your base damage 10 on that weapon?
Yes.
That means you do 12 damage when you roll 2 success.
Oh.
Yeah, it's based plus success.
Oh, okay. This I did not know.
Here we go. Important changes.
This is important information that I wasn't aware of.
That's why I can do like 45 damage in one Sarlacc sweep.
So you take 2 strain. Do you pass out?
Yes, I pass out.
Okay. This is gonna be bad. You're passed out in the entrance to the cavern. If that's the end of your turn, in it next. By the way, the two of you do notice that your ally behind you just took a very exerting shot and has passed out from it. However, as I mentioned,
I like to imagine that I accidentally tripped and got knocked out.
Crystalline creature is going to attack Kasari. Like I said, have you got any range defense or anything?
Nope.
And I'm going to spend Destiny to upgrade this.
Guys, I think we need to run.
Yeah, tell the passed out Trandoshan he needs to
Kasari,
run.
you're going to take 11 damage before soak.
That's less than good. I will spend 6 strain to send 6 wounds back.
Ooh, nice. Now, when it hits you, Kasari, 2 things happens. First of all, it sends you flying into the wall with its fist. So basically, it punches all the way through the wall with you as a sandwich on the other end, causing a rumbling. And you notice that rocks are beginning to fall near the entrance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting out of here.
Oh, is that what he used the advantage for? Basically, just to crush the entrance?
That's one of the advantage. The other 2 advantages.
That was just one?
Where he punched you, a bunch of crystals begin to grow on your now exposed skin.
What the fuck?
Whatever that is, it is not freaking good.
2 of us are losing arms.
I hope when the rocks come and crush my waist or whatever piece of my body that I hit that regeneration, kick that regeneration into overdrive.
All 3 of you are within range of the falling rocks. So the 2 of you who are conscious need to make a hard coordination check.
Remember
Slash, you're just going to take 5 wounds.
Remember when I said I was seriously worried this would be a lethal encounter?
Slash, take 5 wounds.
Okay.
A rock hits you.
What do I... You said I had to roll something?
Yeah, a hard coordination check. Cedric, you don't take any wounds. You do 2 strain from having to dodge out of the way, though.
I have no arm!
Oh, now that I passed out, my strain resets to 0, though, right?
No, I don't think so. I think until you're awake. I think that would mean you're awake. I think you stay at what you're at.
Okay.
But I'm pretty casual when it comes to strain in this series. If you have a good night's sleep, then you'll be fine. Marshall, you take 1 strain and 5 wounds. You can soak the 5 wound, by the way, to both you and Slash.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I probably literally could have taken it on my head, and I nearly have double that in soak.
Cedric, I'll let you flip Destiny and make a vigilance roll, which will be hard, to protect Slash from the falling boulder. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, flip Destiny and make a hard vigilance roll. Oh, you don't notice in time. You try to run towards it, and you do mitigate the damage by an extra 1 because you knock it out of the way, you knock bits of it out of the way. But Slash, you still take 4, and you can soak that up. You can add soak to that.
Yeah, I already took 1 wound.
Cool. So the rocks have fallen in a way that it is going to be actually quite difficult for you guys to retreat now.
This ain't good. So it's Kasari.
Okay, so tell me a little more about these crystals growing on
I
my
found
arm.
the pen. It was on my keyboard.
What? How did you not notice?
That is the equivalent.
Shush.
That is the equivalent to wearing the sunglasses you've lost. It's like
I've lost pens that I've had behind my ear before. I'm really bad.
anyway. Could you tell me more about the crystals growing on my skin? I'm
They seem
intrigued.
to burn a little bit, and you can feel them growing deep underneath the first layer of skin.
Oh,
They don't seem to be spreading.
what part of my skin?
It's your shoulder. Sorry, I should have mentioned. He punched you in the shoulder. It's like a little bit on the top of your shoulder and mostly towards like the front of your chest shoulder area.
So they aren't
Shoulder.
they aren't spreading. I believe that if I don't do anything, it won't get worse.
From what you can tell right now, it's not spreading.
Well, obviously,
And
I should probably do
like
something like in the long future, but I mean, in this moment, 6 seconds won't really matter, is what I'm asking.
I don't like. Kasari probably doesn't think so.
Okay, then Kasari, the pressing matter is the giant rock monster that just smashed her into the wall. She is going to attack said rock monster and use flow.
Okay. It's 2 challenge and a setback.
She's going to suffer 1 strain to upgrade. You said 2 challenge and a setback?
Yeah.
What's the second challenge from? I thought they only had adversary 1.
The big one has always had adversary 2.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. I'm paranoid at all.
Yes.
Very
Guys,
nice.
so I am going to spend the light side points to take 4 of my strain away.
Okay.
Using flow, and I am going to let's see. I am going to crit with a.
How much damage are you doing first?
Oh, I do 7 damage,
Okay, go ahead.
and I'm gonna crit with a +10. I'm gonna use all 4 advantage to crit.
So
So that should
you
stack
have
on.
one. You have a crit rating of 1, right?
No, I have a crit rating 2. I'd be able to crit 4 times if.
Oh, when you said +10, I thought I was thinking +10 modifiers, as in +100. So he has yeah. So when you said +10, I was like +10 modifiers. You know what I mean? Like +10 vicious level.
And it's got 3
2?
crits.
3 maybe.
3 because Sless did 1, I did 1.
So there was
Sorry,
there was
didn't
the
work, okay.
stinger, there was the discouraging wound, and you cut off its arm. So yeah, definitely
Yeah,
3.
it's 3.
So 40 plus 40.
I think this could potentially die.
No, it
Damn
can
it!
die on this.
Ah, that's it. It's not that bad, but it has 4 crits now. We're slowly critting it to death.
Mm-hmm.
I
that
think
Andrew?
I have a decent chance of now critting it to death.
Is
If
that
I
all
get
you're
a load
doing,
of-
Marshall?
That's it. That's. I will. No, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, so as you come slashing in, you slash the front of it. Big fearsome wound appears in the crystalline fragments, and it begins to crack and almost on the verge of shatter, like you've seen before. And from its body, 4 large pieces of crystal fall off and begin to sprout legs and arms.
Oh no. Okay, we've got to get out of here. Like, Sless is down. Kasari's probably pretty bagged up.
I'm fine. I cough up blood. Okay.
Okay,
Have
so
you
what?
know that Sless will have wanted you to kill that creature.
I'm not going to let any of these guys go until the next initiative order, so... It's a player's turn.
Okay. Do I hit it, or do I try and burrow our way out?
Oh, it's not like... You're not completely sealed in, you just have to jump over some rocks.
Oh.
I would imagine though Sless might be a problem. Is he buried in the rocks?
He's got 1 on top of him,
Oh
but
man.
it doesn't seem like too much of a problem for Cedric.
I like
Can-
to imagine it's just like a tiny pebble.
Can I
His shoulder.
use it using my single arm, lift up the rock and throw it at the big monster.
That would be your action, but yeah.
Would picking it up just be my action anyway, or just throwing it aside being?
I'd say you can use a maneuver to pick it up and put it off of Sless. It's the attack that would be your action.
Okay. I'm gonna shout to Kasari, say, "Run!" I'm gonna just push off the rock, off Sless, and picking up and try and run away.
Run away. Pick up Slash and try and run away?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to need to spend 2 maneuvers and an action to do that, a maneuver to pick up the rock, a maneuver to pick up Slash, and an action to try and jump over the rocks.
Yep.
Sound good?
That sounds good.
Okay,
too
so
much strain, he passes out.
because you're holding Slash, it's not going to be an athletics check because you're not pulling yourself over the rocks. You're literally going to have to jump over them. So it's going to be a hard coordination check.
Could I force jump over them?
You could, and yeah, you could, absolutely. Okay, sorry, you witness your master picking up a rock off of your fallen mercenary comrade, picking the mercenary comrade up, and then force leaping the fuck out of the cave. You notice as Cedric, holding, of course, the purple crystal, gets further and further away, the 4 creatures in the room grow more and more disinterested with you. Is that the end of your turn? Well, it has to be, so in the next.
Yep.
Sless is still down, so, Kasar?
I'm taking a good nap, okay?
I will leave the room.
You're going to have to perform a hard coordination check, too.
I'm not holding a corpse.
Yeah, coordination check to jump over the rocks in the first place.
But you said the reason he had to do one...
Oh, no, you can... Oh, yeah, you can do the athletics check.
Okay.
To pull yourself up instead. Sorry, I didn't think you'd be interested in...
My athletics way better, so...
For some reason, I just imagined you as dainty.
Yep, you fucker. Okay, anyway. How hard is it? How hard is the athletics check? Hard?
It's hard, yeah. You succeed. You pull yourself over the rocks and get yourself out of there, and they don't seem in any mood to chase you.
Okay.
You guys can roll cool and discipline, or discipline to recover strain, and Slash, if you recover enough, you will wake up.
Oh, I did check. I do go to my threshold limit, so if I go under...
if you succeed on this at all, you will wake up.
I immediately begin checking my...
Okay.
Yay!
One below your threshold, and you gain consciousness. You're like, what happened?
I'd say, that was a exhausting fight.
I
need a good sleep.
I immediately begin checking the crystals in my shoulder.
They look very similar to the ones on the wall. They seem alive. They seem warm, and they glow purple. There's not too much medically you can ascertain.
You are going to become part of your collection, Marshall.
That is irony. Okay, so I am going to... I'm guessing it's probably really painful and bloody.
It's not too painful. Or bloody, actually. It's a little painful. They're warm, and it feels a little uncomfortable, but they're not that painful.
Okay, I was gonna bandage it up, but I guess if it's not bloody or painful,
okay.
I will say I think I should go to a doctor.
Well, I think we should go back to the casino.
For one thing, I've got 2 crits, and then I should probably go to a doctor. Also, you can go to the casino. I'm going to a fucking doctor.
Well, I was going to the casino because they said they had the same arm thing.
No, they didn't.
No, they
said they recognized it and that you are a well-connected man.
They also said they got shipments in, didn't they, Puddy?
They did. They did say they recently got a few of them.
Oh.
Cross the fingers at the same time.
Well, we'll likely be paid once we tell Atlas that, we got this shit. So you could use that money to get your new arm.
Oh no, I was
whatever you guys are doing, that's fine. But Kasari's going straight to the hospital. She has 2 crits, she's wounded, and she's got crystals in her arm. She is fucked up. She wants to go to a doctor.
Fair enough.
Where are you going for this?
Ocean.
For this doctor? What's your plan?
Is there a hospital on this planet?
You don't know.
Start asking strangers.
You're currently in the middle of caves. So Sless, you hear Kasari come up to you and say, Sless, do you know if there's a hospital on this planet?
Oh, I see. I'm the stranger. Look, we've known each other for 3 days.
You didn't hear me say the stranger thing.
So Kasari asked me if there are any
Hospitals.
doctors on this planet.
Hospitals, she said.
What do I roll for that?
You don't know. You've never been here before.
Oh. I see.
Well, Kasari, you know that you have very well-trained medical droids up in the galaxy planet.
As well as any hospital?
The droids are probably about as good as any hospital droids. Probably not as good as hospital doctors. And your equipment is definitely worse than hospital stuff.
Well, at the very least, they could diagnose.
It's good enough. You've got Bacta.
I was gonna say, at the very least, they can give me a diagnosis and see if the crystal's like going to be expanding or anything. So I'm gonna go to the medical droids, and I'll see you guys later. Catch up with me.
Yeah, I'm going back into the city.
Right. Okay. You guys go back to the city, and we'll deal with what happens when you get back next episode. We'll deal with Kasari to finish us off today. So you get back to you go all the way up the tram and to the ship.
Yeah. Unless I've learned how to teleport, but.
Well, funny you should mention that.
The crystals give me that power.
Makava's up and standing and coughing and ill, but he's going to help with the medical treatment. And
I'm not sure.
He works with the droid. What?
That makes me uncomfortable.
And
Sorry, believes Merkava's dealing with a lot of demons right now.
They look at the crystals and then they run a few blood tests. And Merkava says, "Well, I got some bad news and some good news. Which one do you want first?"
The bad news.
There's some traces of the crystal in your blood.
That's not good. Good news?
It doesn't seem like the crystals are expanding.
Okay. What are the crystals what kind of effect are the crystals going to have in my blood? Am I going to become a silicate life form?
It doesn't look like it's changing or mutating any of your cells. However, it could have a similar effect to metal poisoning.
Shit. Well, I don't know what the effects of metal poisoning are. I mean, what do I...
Death.
Ah, shit.
Tiredness, your organs start shutting down, and then eventually death.
So they don't give me superpowers, is what you're saying.
I'm afraid not. You're not going to become Iron Woman.
How could I get them removed?
He says, I'm not an expert, and these droids don't have too many records on this, but a very complex blood transfusion might help.
Okay.
But he says, you've probably got time. It's slow moving. It's already all around your bloodstream anyway, so there's not more damage from waiting. And if you haven't got any symptoms right now, then it's probably not worth worrying about.
At the very least, can we remove the crystal from my shoulder so it doesn't keep putting it in me?
He says, I don't know how much good it'll do, but we could probably remove the crystal with a day in Bacta.
Well, the thing is, if we don't remove the crystal, as soon as we get the blood transfusion, I'm just going to get more crystal in me. So I think that's a good place to start.
Merkava says, oh, good point. I didn't think of that.
God damn it, Chris.
So yeah, he says if you spend a day in Bacta, it should be a pretty simple operation to get the crystals out.
Okay, I jump in the Bacta tank, and I tell Merkava that... Merkava has comms, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't. I told Merkava to call Cedric and call Sless and tell them that I'll be in Bacta for a day having, this medical procedure.
So he's on the edge of the Bacta tank, and he says, sure, I'll call... And he collapses on the edge of the Bacta tank looking at you. And that's where we're going to end it off this episode.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, my God.
It's like as I'm sealed in the Bacta tank, I just see him turn into a fucking zombie. I'm like, oh shit!
Thank you all for watching. Who's going to write the description this week?
Let's make it Charles. Charles,
Okay.
would you like to do our outro?
So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully Makava doesn't give Gasari the plague. See you guys next time.